Still dropping frames. Wait. I think it's good now. This music is from East Origin still, I think. Now the frames are dropping again. I blame Husbando. Maybe it's good now? I don't know. Let me know, guys. Let me know if it acts up again. But welcome. Happy Monday. What a crazy start to the week. What a frustrating start to the week. Let this be a lesson to you all. If you live with a streamer, don't mess with their shit. Nope, it's doing it again. What the fuck? It's encoding lag. It's not internet. It looks okay on your end. I'm seeing the skipped frames go up. Like I'm watching them climb. It's good for you guys? Maybe it's so little that you guys don't notice. It says I've dropped 13% of the frames of the whole stream. And then it like calms down for a bit and then it starts up again. Vaguely, Clam. Could it be Twitch? No. Nope, it's on my end. It's encoding, so it's like my computer. All right, I'm throwing a whole new computer on Throne for you guys. How was everybody's weekend? While we just kind of wait for this to see if it starts up again. It looks like it's stopped. Let me say hi to everybody. I can't see the top of the chat because of this damn dismiss the message. There we go. Okay. Nope. More dropping. I'm about to get somebody. Hello, Mike. Hello, Marco. Hello, Soulblazer. Hey, I have Thanatos. Hey, Doom. Hello, Max. Hello, John. Hello, Bunny Bun Bun. Hello, Balloon. Hi, Lilo. I have Thanatos. Not that kind of shit. I have Thanatos. Oh, Lord. Hey, Resurrect. Hey, Mike. Kilimaro. Pacific Water Ocean 202. Hey, Bale. Strawberry. Shamarai. Jeff. Psycho. Frog. Jesse. Oh, goodness gracious me. I'm so irritated right now. This is like not how you want to start a stream. Okay, I think I got everyone. Joe. Hi, guys. Hope you guys had a good weekend. How was your weekend? Hey, Rugged Warrior. Just got home from the gym. Nice. I have scheduled 5 streams this week because I want to try to finish Tales of Arise, which we're already getting behind on because of the technical difficulties. But, we're gonna try. We're gonna try, and if we don't, that's fine. But we'll probably be able to beat this game before Thursday, next Thursday, which is gonna be our special subathon stream that I'll be starting like early in the day. And still don't know exactly how. There's no alert in oh, yeah. I didn't get to do that because of all the bull crap. Okay, yeah, I will go ahead and post the live alert in Discord, thank you. I was just about to do that and then I realized that my sound was not correct. All right, there we go. Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, Thursday's gonna be the Rage stream where I will be playing Wings of V, which is a game that I played like 8 or 9 years ago on this channel way back in the day, and it's the only game that I rage quit because I just couldn't do it. So that's what we're gonna be doing next Thursday the 16th. It's gonna be on my birthday. Hey Chompasaur. And that game is kind of infamous on this channel. The one game that defeated me, the one game that broke me. We probably won't get very far. Let's see. I want to try to beat... I think I'd be happy if I could beat 4 bosses. That might be stretching it though. Maybe just 3. You'll be there? Okay. Sounds like a plan. So that's what we're gonna be doing then. So make sure you guys can join if you want to. Do I have plans for other games to stream that day? No. I hope that I can stream Wings of V the whole time, but I don't know. But I am allowing myself like a cutoff if I need it. What was your idea? Because the Path of Pain or whatever and Hollow Knight or Cuphead are not good alternatives to me, you know, rage quitting on a hard platformer. Sonic 06? What? Where do I get that game? That's no better. Yeah, but it's bad for a different reason, right? Hey Valkos, how are the vibes tonight? Well, we're trying to improve them. Psycho, shut the fuck up. No. I watched Toki struggle through that, and that's good enough for me. Battletoads on the NES caused you to break a controller as a kid. Oh no. Yeah, I think I'm good. Look, guys, you guys are awful. No, you're no help. You are no help. You guys are just the worst. And I thought I was bad for picking Wings of V in the first place. Hey, Blue. We were just talking about how on my birthday on the 16th of this month, where I'll be turning an age that we don't need to talk about right now. Because it's a big number. I'm gonna be playing a game, the one game that like made me rage and rage quit. Not a 3 digits number, thankfully. Actually, that would be awesome to reach a 3 digits age number, right? But I'm not there yet, Turband. Not quite. I'm 43. Wait until I'm your age. I will wait. I will wait as long as I can. I will wait as long as I can. And hi, Blue, if I didn't say hi yet. Hi, Blue. You're betting you're older? I don't know. I'm told that I look younger than I am. You're ready for my joints to crack? They already are sometimes. Hi again. I know, I say my age on all the time here. It's not a secret. Thank you, Mike. I can be ageless like Kiryu. You're skipping your birthday this year? Maybe I should skip mine too. I wouldn't have to play Wings of V. You guys are gonna... If you guys have never seen Wings of V, it's gonna be... I don't know, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. You guys might all end up trying to play it and beat it. I don't know, who knows? But it's a very tough precision 2D platformer. So like it has like pixel perfect jumps and very difficult like platforming combinations and sections and very, very tough boss battles. All right, let me get the game going. Because I was trying to get an early start and then everything went to crap. So it's an indie game. It's an indie game that has like I guess probably a small cult following, but very small. Quite a few people were playing it the year that it came out, but I don't know if I don't think people really play or talk about it too much anymore. It's made by the person who made I Wanna Be the Boshi, which is like a parody kind of troll platformer thing. I'm gonna be playing it on Steam. Yeah, we're playing Tales of Arise. We're playing it right now. Do I recommend gaming while standing? I recommend not standing for as long as I do, but I don't mind it. You can share your rage stories too. Yeah, the birthday game. It came out in 2014. Yeah, sounds about right. So I probably played it around that time. Maybe late 2014 or probably early 2015. I want to say is probably when I played it. V spelled V-I. Yeah. It has really great looking pixel artwork. Really, really good animations. And the music as well is very nice. But it's a horror experience.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Okay, so spoilers, spoiler warning.
Are you just going to keep standing around or what?
Sorry, I'm just getting prepped.
No,
over
it
here.
doesn't have jump scares. Boshi has a jump scare? No, there's no jump scares. Maybe for me when I get like PTSD. Precision platformer. Yep. Hey, I need... Okay, Valkos, I need you to hurry up and play that game to completion on mortal difficulty, which is like the normal difficulty, by Thursday. I need you to learn the ins and outs. I need you to become a professional so that you can help me. Okay? Because I'm gonna need help from some experts. No, I'm gonna have a video ready for me to go to when I get stuck, then I can just look at how someone else does it. Is it more frustrating than getting over it? I don't know. That game is frustrating for different reasons. No. I don't assume you are a speed learner, but I need you to become one ASAP. Oh yeah. Yeah. Thousands of deaths. Like tens of thousands of deaths for some people. Yeah. Speed learning. Yes. Exactly. It's not that hard. Come on now. It's not that hard. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yes, spoilers. Okay, so we are far into the game. So if you don't want to see spoilers, then leave. Okay, we're far into the game. We're doing story section. We're cut off from doing anything else right now. So no side stuff is available or anything. Yes. Okay, so if anybody needs to go, then go. And Blue, thank you for being here for a bit. And Valkos as well. You guys take care. I'll be streaming Tales of Arise all week, but next week we'll be playing some different games. I don't know when. I don't know if we'll finish Arise on Friday or if we might have to finish it on Monday or Tuesday or what, but I haven't even decided. Well, I think I want to do the next Dark Pictures Anthology because it's only like 2 streams and we can just do that really quick. And then I was thinking maybe A Link to the Past. I'll do Doom's game because that'll be a short one and then we'll just see from there. Is Resident Evil 4 Remake going to be out by then or what? Oh, and as far as the next Patreon game, there is a tie and a battle right now, going on right now, this month. What did I say? Did I not say Zelda? Well, I meant Zelda A Link to the Past. What did I say? Mario? What did I say? Sonic? Anyways. Did I say Wings of V, A Link to the Past? I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. So, yes. Whatever game is ahead this month, by the end of this month, is going to be the next Patreon game that I play, which isn't played just for the patrons, but is chosen by the patrons. And it is a neck and neck tie between The Legend of Dragoon and Xenogears. It's literally tied right now. So, if anybody wants to see one of those games, then you guys can use your channel point redemptions on it as well this month. If you want to see Legend of Dragoon or Xenogears, it's the tier 1 Patreon perk, the channel points. You guys can redeem it if you'd like. But yeah, both good choices. Both good choices. So, just throwing that out there. We need some tiebreakers going on here. All right, so if everybody who was avoiding spoilers is out, we are in space, and we are on it's not a planet. We're on the space station Lenegis, the Renan space station, and we are infiltrating into enemy territory, into the Renan territory, and trying to figure out what's going on with this beam that they sent down that's collecting Danan astral energy from the planet Dana, as well as trying to figure out about the Renis Alma and how to cure our girl Xion here of her thorns so that she doesn't have to die or the world destroyed, so that maybe we could save both. And trying to figure out, you know, the link between Alphen being sovereign and Xion being the... I forgot what it's called. And yeah, we're here in space. So we're locked out of going anywhere else. We just need to go forward and progress the story. Let's do it. Take off? No, I don't want to go back in my ship. Well, maybe I could go back. I don't know. Is this to go back to the ship? Maybe we could go back to the planet Dana, but we're not going to do that right now. We're going to see what this is about.
Thinking about what could be lurking out here is giving me the heebie-jeebies.
For such a loudmouth, you sure can be a worrywart at times.
Oh, I'm sorry. How stupid of me for wanting us to stay safe.
Would you two children stop squabbling? Or do you want everyone to know we're here?
So how many Renans actually live in this place?
I couldn't tell you exactly, though not as many as you might expect. Machines and Zeugles take care of most of the city's basic functions.
There's Zeugles out here too, huh? Sounds like we can't afford to let our guard down after all.
Okay. Does this sound good for everybody? Does this sound good? After all that kind of craziness with the technical difficulties. It's good? Okay, good. Alright, let's go. Let's go talk to some Renans or something. I didn't expect to see trees, but here we are. What's wrong with this kid? Why is everyone hunched over? What's wrong with your guys' posture? Why does this place look like it got all fucked up? Oh, I think I know what might have happened. Maybe.
What in the world?
This being Renan territory, I was prepared for a lot of things to look different. But this is a bit more than I anticipated.
The very foundations of the city have shifted. What could have
When it
caused
opened
this?
up. When it went...
When Lenegis changed shape,
Yeah.
it must have had an effect on the interior too.
Maybe when they sent the wedge down to Dana?
But they wouldn't move around the places where people live. These are their homes, right?
I would think the citizens themselves didn't have much say in the matter. Either way, locating the Forbidden Zone just became that much trickier.
Dohalim? Is that you?
Avakir, I'm glad to see you're well.
Friend?
So it is you! But why are you here? Shouldn't you be down on Dana participating in the crown contest? And these people!
So you haven't heard what happened on Dana, then?
Heard what?
Someone you know?
An old friend.
Hey, Dohalim, don't tell me you've started keeping company with...
They're with me. More importantly, what's happened here?
I'm really not sure. The city's foundations began to shift without warning, and now everything looks like this. We're all waiting for the Sovereign to tell us what's happening, but so far...
Avakir, listen to me. We're looking for the Forbidden Zone. Do you have any idea where we might find it?
The Forbidden Zone? What business could you possibly have there?
Don't worry about it.
Trust me. The less you know, the better.
You're just the same as ever. I wish I could help, but what with the changed topography, I can barely locate my own home. Let alone the Forbidden Zone.
Very well. It looks like we'll have to find the way there ourselves.
Have you seen Faria yet?
No.
I see.
Who's Faria?
Well, nothing much has changed with her. If anything, she's probably even more...
I can well imagine.
Why did you come back? You know it can only result in pain for you both.
I've no doubt of that.
You really are the same as ever. Fine, I understand. Just don't say I didn't warn you. And take care of yourself. Okay, Doe?
Doe? Doe? Oh, that's also Kyle McCarley. He sounds different in every role I hear him, I swear.
So who's Faria?
Law?
Old girlfriend?
If what Avakir said is true, it would seem the people of Lenegis are being kept in the dark about what's happening down on Dana.
They seem to be just as clueless about what's going on up here in their own world. Despite the fact that it's actually here that the wedge originally came from.
We need more information. Let's talk to the citizens, see what we can find out.
While we're at it, we can ask them about the Red Woman, too.
And don't forget about finding the way to the Forbidden Zone either.
Let's leave the talking to Shion. We can't have a bunch of Danans poking their noses around.
Good idea. I think that's for the best.
I shall assist.
You sure?
Being a lord on Lenegis has its advantages.
Right. Then we'll leave it to you two.
Okay. A new
Danans
place
among us
to
should probably
explore.
keep our heads down.
What if people freak out?
I shall explain it away by saying I'm leading you.
What are we, dogs?
A city torn asunder.
What could be so important? It's worth destroying people's livelihoods and homes in the process.
Power?
It's just unbelievable.
Greed?
Uprooting an entire city as if it were mere building blocks. Someone's got an awful lot of questions to answer.
From how it looks, they must be siphoning off astral energy from Dana, and then sending it to Rena.
But why do all this? What for? Surely they can't be using all that energy for the crown contest.
Whatever their purpose, disrupting their siphoning process alone won't be sufficient. Not while we still don't know what their endgame is.
He's right. We need to stop this from happening ever again.
This Forbidden Zone might be where we find some answers, right? So what are we waiting for? Let's get moving!
You heard him. We don't have time to stop and chat. Let's move.
I find it interesting how they still talk about this crown contest like it's an actual legit thing. I just kind of have been under the impression for a while that it's just a cover for something else. Like, I don't think they really ever explained. So all we learned was that whoever collects the most astral energy gets to become the sovereign and wins the crown contest. But what is all that astral energy for? So yeah, and it seems like both the Danans and the common people of the Renans, your everyday Renan might have a common enemy in whoever is doing all this, the Red Woman or whatever. Let's see this one.
So, I've been wondering, do you think when Lenegis was built, it was even made with people living here in mind?
What do you mean?
Well, none of this happened by coincidence, right? They must have designed it to transform like this. But then, if they knew people were going to live here, You'd think they would have taken that into consideration to avoid all this chaos.
Ordinarily, yes. You'd think so. Trust me, as far as we were concerned, Lenegis was our home, nothing more. No one knew about all this. It makes you wonder whether the city was just built on as an afterthought. But if so, to what exactly?
Sorry. That probably sounded weird, huh?
The Death Star.
Not at all. Sometimes it takes an outsider's eye to help you notice what you've been missing all along. This place is a mystery, that's for sure. Something tells me we'll find answers where we're going, though.
Yeah, you're right, Shion. I'm sure we will.
But will we like the answers we get? Hold on a second, guys. Be right back.
Ow. Are you just going to keep standing around or what?
Sorry, I'm just getting prepped over here.
Okay. Hey Swag, what's up? And Rat came and left. Hopefully he left, because I know he doesn't want to see spoilers. Yeah, Tales of Symphonia was actually the game that I was gonna play as my next Tales. But then they announced Tales of Arise. And then that came out. But don't talk too much about Tales of Symphonia because I'm gonna probably be playing that at some point. Maybe like soonish, like next year or something. Probably not this year. I would love to play another Ys game though. Oh yeah, no problem. Nope, I've only played Berseria, Zestiria, and now this one. That's it. Well, spoilers if you haven't played this game and you don't want to know what happens. And yeah. Alright, dig in this music. It's very lively. The violins. Is Lenegis done for? The residential quarter is falling apart. Yeah, honestly, I don't know why they thought that, like, Lenegis was still even gonna be a place where we could go, because once it transformed, I was like, oh, it's not really a place you could probably walk through the halls anymore. And yeah, you kind of can't, but I mean, you still kind of can. I didn't expect that there were like tons of people living on it after all that happened too, because I assumed something like this might happen. Oh, and children got injured? Oh, that's fucked up. Remember which party member played the violin? Of course, Dohalim. I found it in his quarters. With everything all topsy-turvy in the residential quarter, there are lots of injuries. Stuff keeps dropping on people and they're also falling down. Yo.
Oh, dear me. What an unspeakable mess this has all become. Just look at the state of our city. Even the Zeugles have stopped heeding our commands. Whatever did we do to deserve this?
You really have no clue what might have caused this?
Would that I have. Alas, there was no warning, no prior decree. His Highness must have deemed it unnecessary for us to know. We have no choice but to grin and bear it. But do my eyes deceive me? Could I really be standing in the presence of his lordship, Dohalim of the House Ilkaris? I believed he was on Dana.
He was.
Your eyes do not deceive you. It is I, one and the same. I have returned to fulfill a special duty, the details of which I cannot divulge.
As your lordship wishes. First Lenegis mutates beyond recognition, now this unexpected visit. The Sovereign's plans are inscrutable indeed. The Ilkaris house has produced a great many lords over the centuries. I shall be praying for your victory in the latest crown contest.
Your good wishes do me an honor.
It feels like the Sovereign knows best. His will works in mysterious ways. It seems like I feel like I'm back on Dana. Like, these people feel just like the Danans being ruled over by the Renans, except the only difference is these people think that... It seems like they think that their sovereign has their greater, has their well-being... What's the word? What's the phrase? Has their best interests in mind. While the Danans had no, like, confusion about that. They knew that they were being just oppressed, but these people just don't... They're being oppressed just the same ways that the Danans were. They just don't realize it. Which is kind of sad. Where's that dang sovereign when you need him? Can't he see the city's in trouble? Let's not jump to conclusions now. I'm sure there's a reason he hasn't appeared yet. Let's simply give it time. Yep. Huh? Where am I? I just went out for a walk, but now I don't know where I am. I don't know. Everything's falling apart and looks completely different. I can't get a hold of Mother and Father either. You have nothing to fear, kids. I'm sure there's a reason for everything that's going on, but even the Zeugles are out running loose. That seems dangerous. Zeugles are nothing more than our servants. They may have gotten out, but I assure you, I'll have them back under control before long. If you kids consider yourselves to be proud Renans, then be brave. We'll have the situation fixed before you know it. Yes, I'm sure there is a reason for all of this, but not a reason that has your, you know, again, best interests in mind. Okay. Oh, dang. They're putting out fires with the astral arts? That's cool. That's a really neat touch that you could easily just pass by and not see. What's this guy doing? It looks like he's directing, but who is he directing? Well, anyways. In all my years, never have I seen such potent healing arts. Thank you so much for taking the time to help an old woman like me. Fancy parfait recipe. I love parfaits.
Everything will be okay now.
I know the basics of healing arts, but my skills pale in comparison.
You're a pretty good healer, Dohalim, I think.
Your lordship. Oh, what a great honor it is to finally meet you. I descended to Dana during the last crown contest also. Alas, when the contender I was backing failed to clinch the title, I returned. I witnessed the deaths of so many slaves.
Indeed.
Sorry to interrupt, but we're looking for a woman dressed all in red. Have you seen anyone of that description?
All red, eh? No, I can't say I remember anyone like that. I imagine she'd stand out somewhat, too.
Yeah. What about down on Dana during the crown contest? You didn't see anyone like that hanging around the lord you were serving?
What's with all these questions? I've never seen her, okay? Not recently or otherwise. Why do you want to find her anyway?
I'm the one asking
Never
the
mind.
questions
Forget
here.
I asked. Sorry to take up your time.
I wonder if they'll put the current crown contest on hold. Dude, the crown contest is all fucked up down there. Did I go... Oh no, let me go this over here first. I don't think if we put Xion in her red costume, it would actually change the dialogue. Can anyone hear me? Please, someone answer me. What's going on? Why can't I reach anyone? Because everything's all messed up. Oh look, this guy too. He's putting out the fire with his astral arts. I don't know why, but I really like that. I don't know. This looks like a basketball hoop. Kind of. Not really. Could be one, though. Anything could be a basketball hoop if you try hard enough. Zoogle suddenly stopped listening to our commands. As soon as we turned our backs, they bolted for the horizon. Nothing like this has ever happened before. We have to put the crown contest on hold. We can't carry it on while things are like this.
Is everything okay? You look a little lost.
Hmm? Oh, yes. I can't seem to find my way home is all. I was just about to make my umpteenth attempt at a new route.
I was hoping to head this way myself. The situation is a real pain, huh?
I suppose the Sovereign knows best.
Yeah, best for
I
him.
can't stay here too long, though. A lower caste can only linger around these parts for so long before I outstay my welcome. I was hoping to avoid it, but maybe I'll have to go that way after all.
You mean you know another way round?
Lord Dohalim Ilkaris! But how? Last I heard, you were in Dana competing in the crown contest.
Yes, strange, isn't it? If you know another route, we'd be grateful if you could tell us.
But of course. Please forgive me. There's a wall that sprung up ahead of here, with what looks to be an entrance in it. I thought maybe it was a passageway between the different quarters, but I've no way of knowing for sure.
It's worth investigating, at least. I shall go and assess the situation. In the meantime, wait for me here. If it looks safe, I'll come and let you know.
You'd really do that for me? A lord troubling himself for someone of my lowly status?
Our lot in life is of little consequence. We are both Renin, first and foremost.
Oh, why yes, my lord. Thank you.
Well, we've canvassed the city for information. What do you think?
No one has the faintest idea what's happened to this city after all. They haven't heard the news about the crown contest either.
You'd think that info would easily find its way up here. Has it always been like that?
Not to this extent, which would indicate that something's suppressing the truth, that Lenegis is under some kind of control.
Given everything that's happened to their city, the people here seem weirdly okay with it all.
Yeah, that one guy even said his Zoogle had stopped listening to him. If that's true, these people are in big trouble.
Everything that happens here is attributed to the Sovereign's will. It's the way people have been conditioned. Their belief runs deep. Nothing happens devoid of a reason. To them, it's all part of the Sovereign's grand plan.
The Sovereign's plan. There is one thing I'm still not sure about. Just who is this person ruling over Lenegis?
That's what I want to
The
know.
Sovereign, of course. He rules from Rena while presiding over both Rena and Lenegis.
Without the lords or anyone in the middle doing his dirty work? Isn't Rena at least the same size as Dana? That's a pretty big dominion for one person to rule over. I would have thought ruling Lenegis alone would be difficult enough.
The points you make are valid, though I confess I'd never given it much thought before. Here, the Sovereign's total authority is as natural as night turning to day. Come to think of it, I know nothing of the nature of how Rena itself is. Shion, have you ever been... No, forgive me. Have you met or crossed paths with, or even heard of someone who's actually made a visit to the homeland?
No, I haven't.
What the heck?
Neither have I. In which case, I would imagine that... But no, surely not. Can it really be that no citizen of Lenegis has ever been there?
Hold up, what are you getting at, Dohalim?
Assuming what I believe to be correct, it's possible that no one on Lenegis has ever laid eyes on the actual Renan homeworld itself. No one but the Sovereign, that is.
But what about trade and communication? There's got to be a flow back and forth, surely.
Not if the Sovereign is imposing his will on Lenegis single-handedly. It could be a one-way street.
But I thought you said that the Sovereign's all the way over on Rena. If that's the case, can he really rule directly over Lenegis from so far away? What if something were to happen to the city, like now?
I'm beginning to wonder what the nature of this Sovereign even is. Alphen said he was forced into the role, right? Just before the ceremony. But Sovereign is also the title given to the almighty Renan ruler. So which one is it?
Whoever wins the crown contest inherits the throne from his or her predecessor, before becoming ruler over all of Rena and Lenegis. Thereafter, that individual is known as the Sovereign. Though, it would appear that the current ruler has gone silent. As for how Volron factors into all this, at this point, I no longer know what to believe.
I'm so
3
confused.
centuries ago, I became the Sovereign here on Lenegis. No, not just became, I was forced to. Me, a Danon. 300 years later, we cross paths with Volron, who also bears the Sovereign's crest. That's not the only thing we have in common. We both became Sovereign without winning the crown contest.
Do you think Volron was made Sovereign for the same reason? Because of that ceremony?
I can't say for sure, but it certainly sounds like it.
But that would mean that 2 Sovereigns would need to exist at any one time. One whose job it is to rule, and the other for ceremonial purposes. We never did see Volron's body back in Ganath Haros.
Yes, we've been reminded.
Is a new ceremony underway with Volron at its center this time? Could that be what's causing all this strange activity here?
Wait a second. You don't think Volron and the Red Woman are working together, do you? The ceremony can't go forward without the Renis Alma. The same one that the Red Woman stole.
There's something else the ceremony needs. A maiden. And unless there's another one out there aside from me...
Questions, questions, and yet more questions. Ones that it seems will remain unanswered, until we can establish the Sovereign's identity.
If the Forbidden Zone really is off-limits to everyone but the Sovereign, that seems as good a place as any to start. For the sake of liberating Dana, too.
Then it's decided. That's where we need to go.
One of the citizens mentioned a passage that she thought might lead to another section of the city. It could point us in the right direction. Let's go find it!
All this is just very confusing. Yeah, but interesting. So they said this sovereign has gone dark. Does that mean past sovereigns have had like an open communication with the Renans, or has it always been that, you know, somebody wins the crown contest, becomes the sovereign, and then just gets whisked away and you never hear from them again? And then there's this sovereign person that may or may not even be them. Bye. Have a good time. You know, ruling from behind a curtain. Lenegis's citizenry.
I didn't realize Renans oppressed their own kind, too.
And yet, weirdly, none of them seem to mind. Am I the only one who finds that strange?
It is the way things have always been, so no one thinks to question it. You have experience in that regard yourself, do you not?
Unquestioning acceptance of your own servitude. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Even so, the quality of life here seems much higher than any Danon city we visited. I used to think it was impossible to build an ideal society without wealth. But I suppose having it doesn't always mean people are treated fairly either.
More to the point, not a single citizen seems to have even heard of the Red Woman.
What if she's not here? What if it turns out we're looking in the wrong place entirely?
It's still too early to say anything for sure.
For all we know, she might be able to blend in, move around unnoticed. I say we hold off judgment until we've exhausted every avenue.
The art of conversation.
Tell me, Dohalim, has that skill of yours got a name?
And what skill would this be, pray tell?
You know, when you're talking to people around town. The way they suddenly become putty in your hands.
I'm afraid I don't quite follow.
I do. It's called friendly intimidation. Look imposing and speak in a deep, booming voice, and presto, you'll have people wrapped around your finger in no time.
I would never stoop to such scandalous tricks. Any feelings of intimidation are solely in the eye of the beholder.
So there is a knack to it! How do you learn it? Can anyone do it?
Now you've got me curious. Is there special training to master?
Let's see. An obsession with being elegant is a must. Oh, and it helps to be old-fashioned, too. Bonus points if you speak in a way no one can understand.
If you've a bone to pick with me, it'd be quicker to just come out and say it.
He looks so
What?
mad.
They look up to you, that's all. I'm just helping them along.
Hey! What's got into Alvin and Law all of a sudden?
I can barely understand a word they're saying. And what's with the weird poses? Was it something they ate?
I hope you're willing to take the blame for this one.
I wasn't expecting them to take me so seriously. I'll go and have a word with them.
Well, I want to see and hear what they're saying and doing. That's not fair. You can't just leave it to imagination like that. Hi, TBS. Hootle is the real sovereign? Dude, that would be amazing. That would be so cool. How you doing, TBS? Okay, I really, really like this song.
With nobody left to run the show, I wonder what the people here are supposed to do. I mean, their sovereign's up on the Renan homeworld, and all their lords were sent to Dana.
But Dohalim was a lord, right?
Only current acting lords have power. Renan society is quite strict about such matters.
Even if the other lords were still around, I doubt they'd be able to do much about the situation.
I wonder what they'd think if they were here to see Lenegis now.
Well, we'll never know because we murdered them all.
Balsif, Ganabelt, Almadria, and Volron.
I mean, well, we killed Balsef and Ganabelt. Volron killed Almadria. And then we killed Volron, question mark?
Now that I think of it, aside from Dohalim, we know next to nothing about the other lords.
We know Balsef was dumb. We know Ganabelt was an asshole. And we know that Almadria was a fucking bitch. What more do we need to know?
Well, yeah, why would we? To us Danans, they were just enemies we needed to overthrow. Nothing more.
I know. But seeing Renans in their own city, going about their day-to-day lives, it gets you thinking.
It feels strange to imagine the lords living here too, you mean?
Yeah, a little.
If you're that curious about them, why not try inquiring with some of the locals? Every lord in their household has their share of supporters here on Lenegis. And luckily for us, the people here are unaware of the events on Dana, which means they should be more inclined to talk to us.
Ooh, a quest. Renans and their lords. I'm definitely interested in doing this one. Side quest looks to be, but I definitely want to talk to people about that. You want to know which lord I support? Why? Are you out canvassing for someone? I'm with His Excellency Wolsey Teldillies. You probably know him better as Lord Balsef. Wait, Lord Balsac's name is Erwolsey Teldillies? What? I know a lot of people consider to be a giant brute, Believe me, I realize he can be an aggressive man. What those people don't realize is how much he looks after the members of his house. It's fair to say that House Teldelis doesn't enjoy much esteem. Those of us who serve it will be the first to admit that. But His Excellency always stands up against any who would mean us harm. Of that we can be sure. His efforts in the crown contest aren't only for his family, but to improve the standing of each and every member of his house. I owe so much to His Excellency, I could never dream of serving any other lord.
Balsef had it in him to care about someone other than himself? Really?
It's possible. A change in position can do much to alter one's perspective.
So even he might have had something he wanted to protect.
And we killed him. Well, I think it's best that we skedaddle pronto. Lord Dohalim, you have returned. Ah, and I see you've brought aids with you. Do you remember who I am, my lord? Surely you must, yes? Not only do I support House Ilcaris, but more specifically his lordship personally. So much so, I've been trying to share my appreciation of his lordship to any who will listen. Excuse me. Do you have time to talk about our Lord and Savior, Dohalim Ilcaris? In fact, I was planning to publish my extensive writings on the subject through this very terminal for all to read and enjoy. If you turn to verse 20 of chapter 16 of the book of I don't know. I will read the scripture now. But since the lines appear to be cut due to recent tumult, I've been unable to upload them. I know, since you're all here, I'll just read them aloud. You didn't realize I'd gone off script. Sounds like something she would say, right? Ahem. There exists a most handsome man, a man who radiates beauty, whose every word, every syllable is divine poetry. He hails from the famed House Ilcaris, and his name, Lord Dohalim. Music is his passion, the arts his great love. The scores of boorish, uncouth men of this land cannot begin to compare to his magnificence. So refined and majestic is his posture, why the mere thought of it brings me to ecstasy. Once he becomes our sovereign, Rena shall bloom anew, ushering in a new era of prosperity for our grand civilization. Until that, she's still going. Until that glorious day comes, I shall forever be praying for his victory, morning, noon, and night. Excuse me, talking about my lord just makes me so out of breath. Well, what did you think, my lord? I poured my whole heart into it, hoping to capture your essence. Wait, I forgot to mention anything about his lordship's love for collecting things. I must take this time while the lines are still down to append it. Only then will my masterpiece be complete.
I guess she intended to spread it throughout all of Lenegis then.
Good thing the lines were down so she couldn't.
It almost sounded like she was praising them too.
Maybe there was more to the guy than at first glance.
I shall refrain from commenting.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Dohalim is very quiet during all of this. Wow. Hey, Derek Ex Machina. How you doing? I'm doing all right. Hope you're doing well. Also, good to have you here tonight. Thank you, Shumrai. I feel thirsty. I feel super thirsty. Like, I have secondhand thirstiness from this lady. My goodness. That was wild. All right, who do you serve? Almadria? Or is it Ganondorf? Well, I never. To think anyone would try to tear me away from House Valkyris.
What?
Hmm? What do you want? Don't tell me you work for Lord Dohalim or that dreadful Lord Almadria, do you? You don't? Well, don't scare me like that. What's wrong with Dohalim? Excuse you? I mean, I hate the guy, yes. Continue. To answer your question, I come from a family that has served House Valkyries for generations. Indeed, I am doing all I can to support Lord Ganabelt behind the scenes so that he might emerge victorious. Many think him to be a cruel man, but I insist they're utterly mistaken. Though I won't deny he can be strict, he puts Rena's interests front and center like no one else. Why, he advocates that rather than stay confined to Lenegis, we should get on with colonizing Dana and expand our horizons. Oh yeah, he sounds great! Put Rena first. Go ahead and colonize Dana. Yeah, take over the whole damn place. Okay. That way, we will become masters of both worlds and overturn our current minority status on Dana's surface. Oh yeah, wow. Okay, so he really is a jerk. Good, good. I was not wrong about him. He's a fuckwad. He's absolute scum. That is why he seeks to become our next sovereign. Tell me, is there a greater, more noble ambition than that? I think not. It is a pursuit of power for the advancement of all of our kind. It is what makes him an exemplary lord, a model above all others. Though I was unable to accompany him myself, my two sons have been blessed with the honor of joining him on the surface. As their father, it fills me with endless pride. You know what's...
Ganabelt was so horrible to people, yet he was invested in helping Rena succeed. Doesn't that seem just a little inconsistent?
I'm perhaps biased in this matter, I admit. However, in my mind, while all lords vie to become the next sovereign, they're also meant to serve as guardians of all of Rena.
It seems like Ganabelt also had people he cared about until the very end.
So why couldn't he extend that to us Danans?
You know what's even more disgusting about this? About all of this? First and foremost, okay, for the Renans, okay, great. For the Renans. Sure, he cared about his Renan people, maybe. Whatever. He was living amongst the Danans. So he got to see firsthand that deep down, they're just normal people. They are just like Renans in every way, except they can't use astral arts. I just feel like when you live with somebody, when you know, spend your days with people and you get to see like how they really are, and then to still be like, you know, let's just take over. Fuck these people. That's just disgusting to me. Disgusting. Hey, Daryl. Whoa, what happened? What happened? I guess we gotta go forward. We still haven't talked to anybody about Almadria. Or, the other guy. Volron? Oh, here we are.
This area doesn't look as badly damaged
No.
as the other district we went through.
Indeed, the effects of Lenegis' transformation appear to be less pronounced here. Or, viewed another way, this area was simply luckier.
They're fighting off the Zoogles.
Pardon me.
This area falls under the sole jurisdiction of House Kynaris. I must ask you to depart at once. Surely you don't claim to be ignorant of our famed house, ruled over by the esteemed Lord Almadria? If so, I urge you to listen well. In fact, I bid you listen carefully regardless. Have you ever noticed how in the history of Lenegis, only a few women lords have emerged to compete in the crown contest? Many have theories as to why this might be, but Lord Almadria quashed the doubts of any naysayers through sheer might. In fact, not only did she usurp her father and previous family master, she also removed her older brother to claim the seat for herself. Oh, so she just murdered everyone in her family. That's... yeah, she sounds like a great lord. She is a woman who stops at nothing to get what she wants, who gives her enemies nary the slightest opening to strike. Truly, Lord Almadria is a woman of talent. No one in all Rena better exemplifies the virtues of our nation's meritocracy. Soon the age of a glorious woman sovereign reigning over Lenegis shall be upon us at last.
I guess her willingness to stoop to any low came from a survival of the fittest worldview.
And some people here not only shared her belief, but championed it as morally right, too.
That doesn't make it true. Too bad they couldn't see through her.
Yeah.
You know, talking to these people doesn't make me have any, make me feel any better about any of these lords. In fact, it just verifies how much that I should be hating them. What's happening? I don't get it. There wasn't a decree or anything to announce this like there always is. You're right. Even if this was an accident, it's strange that we still haven't heard anything from the Sovereign yet. Do my ears deceive me, or are you saying that you don't trust what the Sovereign is doing? I'll have you know that I was part of the delegation that came down with him to Dana during the previous crown contest. He was a brilliant man and just as good with astral arts as well. I'm sure he's well aware of the situation and thus has a plan to resolve it. Until then, we must simply wait and trust in his judgment. Yeah, lots of waiting and blindly trusting. You saved my life! I would have been a goner had you not arrived when you did, milady! I understand we're in a crown contest, but I had no idea such a capable astral artist was in our midst. Forgive me for not realizing it sooner. Come on, you don't need to bow so deeply. All I did was strike that Zoogl's weak point. I didn't even get to go down to Dana for the crown contest, so I'm not sure how to feel about all this praise you're heaping on me. Authorized personnel only. The damage here is too severe. Okay. I guess that's fair. As a member of the upper caste, I order you to find a route out of here to the neighboring district. Please, no, you can't expect an old man such as me to do that. Not when there are Zoogles running loose in that part of town. That's exactly why I need you to do this. Surely you don't intend to defy me now, do you? I don't think these Renans have the balls to do that right now. To defy, to question, to think for themselves. The residential quarter is completely ruined. The roads are a mess and we can't get any power. The info terminals have gone dead too. We can't get in contact with any of our fellow Renans on the ground in Dana. I wonder if the Sovereign's aware of what's going on.
Ridiculous.
How loathsome. Oh, I was just reading about Volron. Can I help you?
Okay.
I was always an ardent supporter of Lord Urwajil Hildris myself. Were it not for his sudden death down on the surface, I likely still would be. Oh, so some news has gotten up here. In my eyes, Lord Urwajil is the true Water Lord. I don't believe for a second that he perished in some accident like they say. As for how Volron runs Ganatheros, don't get me started. I hear he enslaves not only Danans, but even his fellow Renans. Yep, can confirm. We may live in a society where the victor go the spoils, but his actions go against what we as a people stand for. Besides, just what sort of family line is this House Ignisari of his anyway? I'd never heard of it until he came along, which means they must be among the lowest dregs of society. That such an ignoble lineage could suddenly produce an astral artist capable of ascending to lordship is unheard of. None of it makes any sense, not to mention all of the upheaval around here of late. What is happening to our people?
It seems like the people on Lenegis don't really know much about Volron either.
I remember being quite surprised when the Lord of Ganeth Harrows changed so abruptly.
Didn't you have any doubts that something suspicious was going on?
On the contrary. Remember, we Renans are raised to accept everything at face value.
Crazy.
Think about it, the families of Renan lords must see them differently than the rest of us.
Yeah, despite the brutality they're known for.
They must have had a lot on their shoulders, carrying all the weight and responsibilities of Renan society.
Renans live in a world where strength and power determine their position in the social hierarchy, so they tend to grow up fiercely competitive. But their loyalty to their people is also strong. It's what brings them together against outside forces, and nothing exemplifies that more than the Lords.
That's what makes them the guardians of all of Rena, so to speak.
Right. It's the same reason Balsif hated my guts, and Ganabelt went after you, because we're threats to Rena.
Guess that makes you an even bigger oddball than we thought.
So, Alphen, have you gained anything from all of this?
Yeah. I think it's made me realize that the Lords were all people, too. Balsif and the others, they all had their own circumstances to deal with as they went through life.
Yeah, but still, just because they had loved ones in their lives doesn't mean...
I know. What they did was horrible. I'm not trying to dispute that. But at the same time, they weren't incomprehensible monsters either. They were individuals, just like the rest of us.
Yeah, individuals
So
that
I
just
guess
happen to
what I'm
suck.
trying to say is,
You're saying that they weren't bad because they were Renans, or because they were terrible monsters. Even if they did terrible things, they were still just people.
Rinwell.
Am I wrong?
not at all.
You're catching
Being a Renan
on.
doesn't make you a good person. And being a Renan doesn't make you a bad one. I think that's something we've all seen.
Mm-hmm.
Xion and Dohalim definitely make a good case for it.
And I'm going to keep doing my best to make sure I earn that trust. As a fellow human being above all else.
Very good. Good show. Jolly good show. We've all learned some valuable lessons today. Lord Origel? Volron replaced the original lord of that place that was mentioned way back when we first heard of him. I think I vaguely remember something like that when you mentioned it. So basically, Volron replaced whoever it was, like, in the middle of the crown contest. Like, the person who originally came down to participate in the crown contest got replaced for some reason by Volron. Which is, like, very strange. Okay. Father, what's going on? I'm scared. I'm not sure, son. Never in all my years here on Lenegis has anything like this ever happened. Not even once. There's always been a decree before anything takes place. Not only was there none this time, but the residential quarter has seen damage and injuries. Could that mean there's something bad happening then? It's possible. For now, all we can do is wait and hope for the best. Grape gel. Ooh.
There's something I just don't get.
What's
What
that?
is it?
The crown contest itself has always gone ahead as planned, right? In which case, the current sovereign of Rena should be whoever it was that won the previous contest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, Alphen.
So-
Yeah.
Who was it then?
Hanfried Milgras, the former lord of Cislodia, if memory serves.
So then this Hanfried whatchamacallem, he's the current ruler of Rena?
The last I heard, yes. Though, admittedly, I haven't actually seen him since the end of the previous contest.
You're saying that ever since becoming sovereign, he's never actually shown himself on Lenegis?
I guess over holocom maybe, but not in the flesh. Same thing goes for the Sovereign that came before him.
Now that you mention it, I don't recall anyone ever visiting Lenegis from the motherland, sovereign or otherwise.
And that never struck you as a little bit odd?
Suspicious.
When you live here, it's as if you're conditioned not to notice all these strange quirks and discrepancies. The question is then, by whom? And to what end?
A new Renis Alma is supposedly created to coincide with every crown contest, meaning each victor is awarded their very own. In other words, if that's true, there should be as many of the things out there as there have been contests.
True, but going on what we witnessed in Pelagian, it didn't look like the sort of thing that could be made to order. But if even the victor's speeches have been part of some grand deception, then where are they? Quite frankly, I'm not even sure what to believe anymore.
You and me both. Though we are Renin by blood, neither of us even knew that such a thing as a Dark Master Core existed, remember?
With any luck, the Forbidden Zone might give us some answers.
No use standing around here chatting about it then. Let's get a move on.
I wonder if these new sovereigns just go to the homeworld just to be turned into like goo or something, you know? Or they're just like offed.
Doe?
Faria.
Varia? Isn't that the person that Avakir guy was...
But why are you here? Wait, don't tell me you've given up on the crown contest and come crawling back home from Dana already. Nothing to say? Even though you were willing to kill Tarnigan to secure your position as Lord, you still...
Oh.
Kill?
She's that chick
I'm here
from
to
his
take care of
memory.
something. If you wish to continue this conversation, I only ask that you wait until I'm finished.
Oh, of course. You always did prefer to take the coward's way out. Even after 7 years and living on that Danon rock, you haven't changed one bit. But let me tell you, I haven't changed either. Not a day's gone by the past 7 years that I haven't hated you.
If killing me will bring you peace, then so be it.
Dohalim, what the hell are you saying?
First, I have business to take care of. If it's vengeance you seek, I will grant you it. But you must wait. My sins are legion. Let me finish what I came to do. Then you have my word. I will let you do whatever brings you peace.
Damn.
Sure, that's it. Run away like always. You don't even have the courage to die. No wonder you leave it to someone else. You're just a coward!
Okay, so not a lover. Ooh. I don't like her eyes. They look like bug's eyes or something. Not human.
Dohalim.
I apologize that you had to witness that.
Is it true? What she said about you killing someone?
It was
Each
an
of us have our
accident.
pasts. I am no exception.
Before, back in Menancia, you mentioned having taken a friend's life over the throne. Is that what she meant?
The mistakes I made there were not my first, and may not be my last. I will say no more.
Did you mean what you said? About letting her take your life if she wanted to?
She has more right to my life than anyone.
But you can't just...
Whatever happens, I have sworn to put an end to the crown contest, and to ensure continued coexistence in Menancia. I have no intention of expiring before I do so. There are far too many questions I still seek answers to. Besides, you have just as much reason to kill me as she does.
Dohalim!
Forgive me. Some things are best left unsaid.
And back to the music. Well, I mean, does she really have as much reason to kill him? I mean, he didn't really directly cause Miguel's death. That was Kelzadick or whatever his name was. And maybe Almadria, like, was the one who was pulling the strings with him. I don't know. Oh, I'm full on orange shells? Oh, well. I feel guilty about fleeing while there are kids out there fighting. There's no need to worry about them. They come from a higher ranking family than ours. That makes their astral arts stronger than ours. They're simply fulfilling their duty to society as members of the ruling elite. I know, but it still doesn't sit right with me. This is all very fascinating. So many questions have arisen. Now we have this thing with Dohalim and that lady. Okay, campsite up ahead. Nobody to talk to? Tofu. The feeding pen in bad shape. What? Rio, can you translate for me? And hi, Rio. Stronger ass arts? Hey, OP, how are you doing? Yeah, she can't even the feeding pan. Kisara has the best ass arts. The strongest of them all. The feeding pen is in bad shape. Who knows how many people have died? What happened to the Zoogles? Don't tell me they broke out. No, luckily we were able to seal them off before they got too far. Not that it does much good when they've escaped in other districts too. If I had to guess, I'd say there are a lot of Zoogles running loose through Lenegis. And there are a lot more of us. More of them than us too. What are we going to do? All our best soldiers are stationed down in Dana. Well, luckily for you, we have some expert Zoogle exterminators here on Lenegis. So don't you worry, your little Renin heads. We will take care of it.
Wow, this place is beautiful.
Yeah, it must be some sort of rest and leisure area for the locals.
You think? Man, these Renin sure know how to live it up, don't they?
Is something the matter, Dohalim?
Before I went down to Dana, my friends and I, we used to gather at this very spot and play music together. Avakir, Faria, and Tarnigan. That was a lifetime ago now.
Tarnigan. He was the one that Faria mentioned, right?
He was once my dearest, closest friend. As well as Faria's betrothed. Despite Faria's lower class upbringing, she possesses a tremendous talent for music. Entranced by her playing, I helped her overcome her sense of inferiority and introduced her to Tarnigan and Avakir. It was a time of great joy. 4 people bound only by their love of music, with no care for social standing. Only the next song, the next melody.
A friendship based on mutual respect, and a society where everyone is a prisoner to their social class. You really are different, Dohalim.
I suppose it's natural you would see it as strange.
I would have, once. Now, I think the idea of breaking away from society's constraints and choosing your friends based solely on affection is something beautiful that's worth cherishing. Besides, it was that way of looking at the world that laid the foundations for coexistence in Menancia.
Your praise does me too great an honor. I was merely following the wishes of my own heart. And even then, it only lasted until the crown contest began. After that, Tarnagin and I became fierce competitors for the position of Lord. Tarnagin had fallen for Faria. By becoming Lord, he aimed to wrest her from her humble origins and raise her to the highest echelons of society. But fate was not so benevolent.
What happened?
Tarnagin was no match for me in combat. On a level playing field, he wouldn't have stood a chance. But he was desperate and low on options, and he couldn't stand the thought of defeat.
You mean he resorted to dirty tactics to try to win, right? But then why does Faria think... Wait, don't tell me she doesn't know.
How could I tell her? Combined with the trauma of losing her beloved, and by her friend's hand, no less, she would have been devastated.
So instead you let her go on hating you, so she could use that hate as a crutch for her grief?
That's not the same as running away, though.
It is exactly the same. Unable to face the loss of my friend and the burden of my duty, instead I decried my fate and looked away from what I'd done. As for what happened after, that you already know.
But if you hadn't become Lord, Menancia wouldn't be what it is now. The Danans there would still be suffering under Renan oppression like before.
Shion's right. What other lord would have treated me as you did? Anyone else and I would have been dead long ago. You've saved so many people, Dohalim. You saved me. It's thanks to you that I'm here today. So, try not to blame yourself. The burden you've placed on your own shoulders is too much for anyone to bear.
Frank as always. But I shall do my best to heed your advice.
Jeez.
Do you think
poor
he'll
guy.
be all right?
Yeah, I think so. He's got Kisara.
That
It's
he
important
does.
to have someone like that.
I didn't realize how difficult it is just to be there for someone.
Sometimes just knowing someone's on your side can be enough. And he knows, Shion. I promise he does.
I hope you're right.
Oh, there's that guy.
Alphen,
Yeah?
I never appreciated until recently just how much you were always there to support me.
It goes both ways. You've helped me keep going more times than I can count.
Maybe, but I still wanted to say thank you.
These two. Ah! Man. How did I go from like disliking both of them to just absolutely loving both of them to pieces? Hey. Oh, you love the character models? Me too. That's one of my favorite things about this game. Just look it. Let's show off some of the character models. Let's show off a little bit. Just for fun. Has Bunny's stamp of approval. Bonk. No, what? She's got the cute body type. Rinwell's the cute one. It's like, it's not right to thirst after her. But Kisara, on the other hand... Kisara with both hands. Hey, Ed. How you doing? Bikinis will help you blend into Lennigus. She's got a fanny pack. Samurai. Hey, high five. High five. Okay. Well, let's see. It's been an hour and a half, so I think we're due for a break. Quick stretch break. So I'll be right back, and then we'll continue to go deeper into Lennigus, try to find the Forbidden Zone and all that good stuff. I'll leave Kisara here for you guys, and I'll be right back in just a second. All right, I'm back. I'm back. Oh, there we go. I'm like trying to change scenes. Like I'm already on the right scene. Wasn't there something we could like, hold on. Yeah. We can do this. Forgot about this. Get some movement. Thank you, Rio. Enhance. Hey, Wonka. Hey, Relic. Hey, Ice Pick. Good gourd. It doesn't look like there's a jumping animation. I mean, I can just jump in the game though. Not really much happening there. She's stiff as a board. Who jumps like that? Come on, game. Give us the physics that we want. Does she have 2 pairs of underwear on? It looks like something like that. Yeah. I'm not really sure. It definitely looks like something like that. Or maybe they're just sewn together like that. I don't know. You know, I'm not an expert on this kind of thing. Can she do the A-set dance? I'm really tempted to try to learn that thing. All right, let's put our actual outfits back on. What were we wearing? Oh, this one. Okay. Great. If this was DOA, DOA. I always forget what that is. The metal chest plates would jiggle if this was DOA. What is DOA again? Oh, dead or alive? Right, right. All right, let's continue to explore Lenegis, guys. Sorry, I've gotten us a little bit sidetracked here. It was worth it, though. If things don't calm down soon, don't you think we should board a starship so we can evacuate? We can't! You need to have the Sovereign's permission to enter a starship for anything other than the crown contest. Well, where's the Sovereign? Why isn't he here to lead us in our time of need? Good question. Good question. Oh, by the way, thank you, Shumarai, for gifting a sub to Rio. Just saw that. Appreciate it. If the rumors are to be believed, it's not just Zoogles who are out of control. Apparently a group of armored soldiers have started to rebel too. For all we know, we may be seeing the start of some kind of uprising, don't you think so? That bastard! Who could possibly plot such a conspiracy and think they could get away with it? True, if you rebel against the Sovereign, you're rebelling against the entire Renan civilization. It's hard to say one way or another. Nothing like this has ever happened in the history of Lenegis. We just know too little. Let's go up here. Okay, there's nothing up here.
I see a medic and supply officer over there. If they know you're with me, they'll likely offer their assistance.
Okay, we got a fast travel point. We have an inn we can rest at. Do my eyes deceive me, or has my shop been blessed with Lord Dohalim and his servants? Is there anything I can help you with, my lord? Yes, let me sell any junk I might have. Oh, my fish that I got. Let me buy... Ooh. Some new armors. I don't have that much money, actually. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold on a second. Sell some of our materials. Because we are living in a material world. And I am a material girl. Don't want to sell them all because I might need them. How does that look? Ooh, boss fish. I guess we can make some sort of recipe with the boss fish. Ooh, that's how you make money. We'll keep them for now. I think I have enough to buy my armors that I need. Let's get the diamond one piece. Well, one of them, not 7. Diamond cloak. Diamond vest. Diamond cape, I think. Actually, the diamond mail might be better. It has more, what, magic damage? But a little bit less defense and... I don't know. I'm not gonna buy it. Okay. And let me sell my old armor. Real quick. Buy gothic dress. What else? Accessories. Do we want to? We don't want to do that right now. We can enhance one. Wait, I'm not even using that. I got a trophy. I'm a veteran rancher. Look at me go. We are with our farm in spirit.
Did we really just spend that much money?
Shh! Quit judging me! Quit judging me! Okay. I don't think we have a recipe with the boss fish. We need the recipe. Oh, we do. The fish steak. Experience boost M. 13 minutes. We're gonna be fighting soon, right? Let's make it.
Thanks for waiting. Eat as much as you like.
Shion will.
Well, how's it taste?
The meat is just the right texture and firmness. You can easily taste all of the ingredients that went into it.
I'm impressed you can cut up such a huge fish.
The basic procedure doesn't really change whether a fish is big or small. All it takes is practice.
Still, I feel a little bad eating this fish. It's supposed to be a pretty rare species, isn't it?
I'm the type who fishes for food first and foremost. Once I catch something, I cook it up with care so it doesn't go to waste. Don't worry, I took an imprint of it for posterity before I turned it into steak.
The meat is so thick. It almost reminds me a little of beef.
What's the difference? Isn't it all meat at the end of the day, regardless of where it comes from?
Says the guy who always complains about it not being red meat whenever we have fish.
Look, as long as it tastes good, I don't care what it is.
Even vegetables?
I'm talking about meat!
It looks thick because that's how big the fish was. There's still plenty to go around, so feel free to have more if you want it.
Sure, I'll take another slice.
Better grab it while you can, everyone.
Xion gonna go to town. I knew she would. Coming back for seconds. Third seconds. Okay, sweet. I think we might be fighting soon, because we just got a place to rest. Some stray Zoogles. Need some rounding up. Oh. I see.
Damn it. Lenegis soldiers.
Any way we can avoid fighting them?
That all depends on them. Whatever happens, be ready.
Well, so much for that.
Doesn't look like we're avoiding fighting anybody right now.
I command you.
The rest of the city must be erased.
No. Have they been brainwashed too?
Brainwashed or not,
Yep.
they want to fight, they got one.
Lightning bloody Oh, violent routing wind. Crossblade.
They smite with black and
Illuminate the blah blah blah. Holy lance. Here goes.
Astral arts.
That's my cue.
Shut him down.
Freeze Lancer. Magic is down. Freeze Lancer. Into the shadows.
Shit.
Anything in armor is all mine.
Sleep now. I'll be saving here. Magic is down. Damn it. Back into the fray. Tidal wave. Mega ray. Annihilation.
Boom.
Lightning conduct.
Coming through!
Hey, Jack, what's up? Good to see ya. Been a while. Hope you've been well.
Dohalim.
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis. A freezing storm.
Oh, there's still a guy here.
Here's a healing arc. Thunderblade. Lightning conduct. Thunderblade.
I'm ready.
Freeze Lancer. You get the gist. Thunderblade.
Get wrecked.
Those soldiers seem different from the citizens we've come across so far.
Yeah, they weren't big talkers, that's for sure. They just attacked without warning.
They weren't in the least bit fazed by Dohalim's presence either.
Indeed. They seem to recognize us as enemies, nothing more. And yet, traditionally, Lenegis hasn't been high on threats. A few frenzied Zoogles during experiments here and there, but not much else.
Their glazed-over eyes reminded me of the soldiers and slaves we met back in Ganath Haros. The ones in blind devotion to Volron.
I've never seen anything like that here on Lenegis before.
Maybe someone doesn't want us here, and the soldiers are their way of letting us know.
Well, with the Red Woman, the Sovereign, and Volron, we're starting to develop quite the growing list of adversaries. At least we'll know to keep our wits about us.
So are they just kind of assuming that Volron is not dead now? What am I doing? Map. Ooh, okay. Alright, we got a long stretch of dungeon ahead of us. We have our experience up. Fish steak. So let's go fight some stuff, shall we? Oh, look at these Zoogles. Never seen anything looking like that before. Dark magic. Dark affinity Zoogles.
Take this!
Glacial Spear. These ones can run rings around us. Thunder. Blah, blah, blah. That burning crunch. Blah, blah, blah.
Too fast! Stand
In
back.
here.
I'll trip it up.
A chain between heaven and earth.
Resonate with the earth!
A wailing banshee of lightning. Now for something here. Here goes the swift magic is down.
Just, okay, nuked them all out of, into oblivion, basically.
Here's a healing arc. Lightning contained. Thunderblade. Magic is down.
Finish it! Kisara! All yours, Kisara! My exploits are bearing fruit.
You're starting as a teacher now? Oh, congratulations. I hope you're enjoying that. More games should do this comic panel cutscenes. Yeah, they're really cool. They're cool than just your average cutscenes. I still miss the 2D pixel art in like the other Tales games, but this is good too. They yell so much. Oh yes, welcome to a Tales of game. They're just yelling in battle all the time, constantly. You get used to it, or at least I do. I don't even like really realize it anymore. What do we have here? It's a big one. A big Zoog.
Coming through.
Armor won't save you. I think I'll pass on the handshake.
It's too much.
Here's a healing arc. First aid. More for the stockpile. Reload.
Elusive
Tidal
Eagle
wave.
I'll burn it all. A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Oh, he's doing his show-off move.
Lightning condemned. First aid. Magic is real.
This thing still has a lot of HP though.
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy glimmer! Holy lamp! Here's a healing again! Thunder blade! Magic is there! Burning call! Blood! Illuminate the dark! Holy lamp! Here's the heal! Freeze laser! More where that came from! Here's a healing arc! First aid! Blaze will roar! Burning strike! Lightning condemned! Thunder blade! Mega ray! Blah blah blah!
Oh my god, I'm like really bad at doing these astral art combinations. I keep messing up the button presses. Oh well.
Scarlet Inferno.
Here, lightning condemned! Radiant, here! Lightning condemned! In here! More where that came from! Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy glimmer!
Ah,
First aid!
what a jerk.
I am not beyond fury.
Everyone's like dying here.
Do it!
Maybe we should kill this thing.
Radiant Genesis!
This is a farming zone. Lots of encounters in a row that drop stuff that sells for a lot. Oh, I should have got the increased item drop rate then, if that's the case. But that's okay. Money, I feel like we're okay on money right now.
Let's dispose of the trash.
For the moment, until we try to craft new weapons or something and then realize how broke we are.
I'll burn it all. Flaming pillar, fire!
Experience is a good one too. Okay.
Be like the enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see about
Aw.
I'm ready! Don't
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis!
Here I come. No dawn shall break this night.
Okay, so. Oh crap.
Do you require a hand?
Illuminate the dark! Come here! Holy glimmer! In here! I'll be saving this one! Shooting stars! The magic is there! Burning strike!
I don't know. She's cool, but I still don't think she's like my favorite character to use. But I'm probably still not really using her that as well as I could be. Gotten a little bit better, but not all the way yet. Shortcake recipe? You got a new recipe? Look at this big guy.
Don't get careless.
Don't tell me.
Oh! Damn. They went after me.
Sleep now.
Take this.
Divide this. I can use it all day.
Be still.
Glacier, that'll bring you down.
I'm ready.
Lightning condemned. Neon, astral energy. Full throttle. Go. Sighted. Go. The flames will roar. Mega ray. Lightning condemned. Thunderblade. Magic is there. Burning strike. Blah blah blah.
I'm ready.
Well, thankfully it seems like the enemies aren't
I need to
taking
be
too long
stronger.
to die. Because I know, like, in past Tales games that I played, there gets to a point where all the enemies start feeling like damage sponges. And then I heard people had the same issue with this game. Some people. Of course, not everyone. But either I'm doing a good job keeping my party like at a decent level and stuff, or I just haven't hit that point yet. I don't know. I need to go where? Hold on, I'm lost. I still do have quite a bit of time left in this game
Those
to go
soldiers
for
don't
sure.
seem to have any qualms about attacking on sight.
Is some...
Right, here goes.
Hopefully not 30 hours left though.
Not in your dreams.
Rising Phoenix. And I'm time to cross blade. Save you. Now we're never. Eagle Ray. Double Demon Fang.
Freeze Lancer. Oh, Ryan Guardian wind. Carve roll. Cross blade. Illuminate the dark. Magic is there. Holy lance. Blah blah blah.
This one keeps charging us.
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it. I'll leave it to you.
Sleep now.
Red Alpha.
More when that came from. In the sky.
Coming through. Ha! Melt. Scarlet Inferno.
Here, let me help.
Ready and rare.
Charge Malevolent. Arcane Warrior. Freeze Lancer. Here goes. Let me help. Magic is there. Blah blah blah. Freeze Lancer. Blah blah blah. Annihilation. Freeze Lancer.
Breath of life. Heal my wearied companions.
Charge Malevolent. Arcane Warrior. Sealed.
In a bind. Demon
More for the stockpile. Reload. Damn it. Out of ammo.
Coming through.
I don't know.
Melt.
I don't know, man.
Scarlet Inferno.
Trying, man.
Lightning condemned. Thunderblade.
Trying.
Here's a healing arc.
Elusive deity.
Magic is there. Hear my call. Hear me. Magic is there.
Heal my wearied
Hear my call. Beyond the light.
Ooh, ouchies. Big ouch.
Where are you going?
Double demon fang. On the way.
Far beyond the darkest daughter.
No!
You'll pay for that. See what I can do. Take this. Coming through. Melt. Scarlet Inferno. Shockwave. Flash.
Shit, I'm gonna die again.
I thank you. Luna Rondo. Try harder. Now. Dance on the wind.
Jeez.
Not today. Seismic Rupture. Take this. Luna Rondo.
Oh, I'm out of CP. Oh, no wonder I'm not being healed.
Take this. Be still.
We can kill him.
Further. I
I'm ready.
We got this, people.
Look sharp.
We got this.
Lightning tiger blade.
Hey, anyone else think this might be a touch too dangerous?
No, no, no. It's just because I'm dumb. Okay, hold on. There, see? We're fine. Oops. Oh, wasted that.
Ridwell's right. We should fall back to regroup and try again.
We're fine, guys. We're fine. We're fine. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Enjoy your lurk. Mike, sleep well. Hope you have a good day at work tomorrow. You need to play any of these games? You played a bit of Fantasia. You own a lot of the others, but you haven't played any through yet. That's fair. Mix it. You don't remember damage sponges in Vesperia? Well, I remember them in Zestiria for sure. I thought you guys were saying I am Clam, and I was really confused for a second. Apparently, short means crumbly due to a high percentage of fat. Guess that quality is shared by shortcakes and shortbread cookies. Ah. Well, there you go. Arise was your first and last Tales game. Why is that, Clamp? You didn't like it? You've played Vesperia and currently going through Zestiria. Ooh. How's Zestiria going for you? We don't have a Saray command? I thought we did. I don't even remember. I don't even remember. Well, I haven't removed any of those commands. I haven't touched those in longest time. What did it say? Yeah, but I don't go in and delete those commands. So, I don't know. Okay, anyways. You didn't get into the story and characters, and Bandai Namco's monetization methods really rubbed you the wrong way? Oh. Sorry, not sorry. Saray, not Saray. Yeah, probably something like that, right? I don't know. Speaking of hours, how many hours are we? It's almost 61 hours. I'm gonna guess like, I don't know, 15 or 20 more? Maybe more? Maybe less? I don't know. All right, let's be a different... What do I want to play as? Maybe... Dohalim for a bit? I feel like I haven't played as him for a bit. I can remember how to play as him.
Reflect on thy sin. They smite with blackened blade.
Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Coming through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet Inferno!
Slash!
Water, hear my call! Bring ye storm! Not on my watch!
Elusive deity! On your knees. Air pressure!
Here, let me help!
Oh, that's new. I don't think I've seen that one yet. Air pressure. I didn't know he had a wind ability. Well, I mean, he has that wind ability, duh. I'm dumb.
Can't get out of anything in armor is all mine. I'll face you. What? Ignite!
Do it!
I'll
In an instant!
Nee, 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 nee.
This one's mine. Eagle Ray. Chain between heaven and earth.
Soaring
A
light
wailing
spear!
banshee of lightning.
Do.
Small, but a victory
Ooh, red
nonetheless.
sage.
We have a long way yet to go.
Regenerative crystal. Let's see if we have any more of those right now. Oh no, just the red sage. Greatly raises max HP. Rinwell's is kind of low compared to everybody. Give it to her. Help the girl out a bit. Depends on how much fishing you do. I mean, that's true. But like I was saying, I think on Discord or somewhere, I don't think I have too much fishing left. Could be wrong though. But of the fishing spots that we have unlocked so far, we're almost done with most of them. We need some more lures. There's some more fishing spots we're gonna open up, I'm sure.
Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
But we've probably done the most of it.
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Platinum dog tag.
Go no further.
Level 44s. What level are we? Does it tell me you're in this menu? Can't see it. She's the true gunslinger around here. Oh, it was too late. I mistimed that so badly. Trying to cancel the enemy art attack. There should be a way to skip those. Maybe there is. How do you skip those?
Can't get out of this!
Now!
The tempest engulfs you!
Astral energy! Full throttle! Water here!
Burn in hell!
Fire support!
Rotating pile drive! Rising wyvern! Finish it!
Open! This ends now!
Consider yourself
No,
finished!
no, no.
Lightning hit!
There's still more of these assholes.
On your way! Armor won't save you! Can you take it? Soaring!
Nice. Nice. Asteria's going okay, but you're not really sure you understand the combat system. That was my problem. You probably cut quite a bit from the ending. You doubt you're past the halfway point. You'd prefer Vesperia's cast and story to Zesteria's so far? That's, that doesn't surprise me. Zesteria is not really a favorite of too many people. I think a lot of people feel like it's one of the weakest of the whole series. But it's where I started, so it does have a soft, special part in my place in my heart. Hey, Ultimate's Darkness. Doing great. How are you doing? Alright, we made it to a teleportation device.
This must be it. The entrance to the Forbidden Zone.
But it's just a wall. How do we get through?
Whoa, we? I thought this was Sovereigns only.
Alphen.
Yes! It opened!
Interesting. If Alphen's presence still opens the way, it would seem the Sovereign of 3 centuries ago and now are considered one and the same.
What?
What the?
Don't ask me. Was that astral energy? I don't know.
You again.
Tomorrow's the spirit channeling ceremony. We'll finally play our parts as the Sovereign and Maiden. How have you been feeling?
What am I sovereign of? Shuffled from lab to lab, always treated like an experiment. Whenever they look at me, all they see is a Danon. I don't even know what their precious ceremony's for, let alone what they're going to force me to do as the Sovereign. Tell me, if we're both in the same boat, why do you seem so calm right now?
No choice. Becoming the Maiden's not something I wanted for myself. But they said Rena's prosperity depended on it. How could I say no after that?
Still, as a Renan, at least you got to decide. Good for you. Meanwhile, I was taken from my homeland. You aren't the captive one here.
It isn't right what they did to you, and I'm sorry for what it's worth. When this is over, I swear I'll help you get home. I can't do this alone. One more day.
How could I say no to that? It's not like I have any choice in the matter anyway.
He seems pretty salty.
What's your name?
It's Naori. Naori Imaris. Try to remember this time.
You don't act like them. Like the other Renans, I mean. How come you treat me like a person?
Because you are. It's true we come from different worlds. But neither one of us asked to be here right now. In that sense, you and I are much the same. We couldn't do this. We wouldn't be able to talk to each other as people if we didn't see the humanity in each other.
So I suppose the question you should be asking is, why wouldn't I treat you like one?
I don't know, ask that to every other fucking Renan.
Maybe they're not like me.
Here's what we'll do. We give them their damn ceremony. You get me to Dana. That'll be the end of it. I'm taking you at your word on this. I'm trusting you, not them. Naori.
What the hell just happened?
That vision. Did everyone else see it too?
That person Alphen was speaking to. She looked exactly like Shion.
Everybody saw it?
It was Naori. Naori Imaris. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right.
She really does look like Shion. I'm beginning to see why Alphen was so confused.
That's all very well and fine, but what did we just witness exactly? It was too real to be a mere hallucination.
It was a conversation we had 300 years ago. The night before the ceremony.
You mean all of that really happened? We just saw an episode straight out of your past?
But how is that even possible? Unless... Could this be the Red Woman's handiwork too?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
You guys didn't feel it? The moment the entrance opened, it was like a stream of Danon astral energy rushing over us.
I felt it too. And not for the first time either. It was the same sensation as back inside the wedge.
That would make sense. After all, vast amounts of Dana's astral energy were being siphoned and sent up here to Lenegus. For all we know, perhaps we're close to the spot where all that energy was stored.
So you think it might have been the energy itself that was responsible for that vision we just saw? But how? And why?
I don't fucking
we have
know.
No way of knowing. Maybe it's not even as deliberate as all that.
Shion, you okay?
Yeah. It was all just a little sudden. That's all. So that was my ancestor, huh? It was like looking into a mirror.
Yeah, there certainly is a resemblance.
What about you? How are you holding up?
Me?
Even putting aside the question of where that vision came from, it's likely we'll see more of those. Reliving painful episodes from your past. Do you think you can handle it?
I can't just pretend like the past never happened. Besides, if it helps us uncover the truth of what that ceremony really was, it might also lead to answers about your thorns.
Alphen.
That's not all. This whole time, we've been fighting to free Dana from the Renans. But now that we're here, it seems those same Renans might have it just as bad. I'd like to liberate them too if I can. Which is just another reason I can't afford to shield my eyes from the truth.
Whether you're on Dana or somewhere else, you always stay the same. Your indignation and righteous passion, your desire to free and protect, they're all hardwired into you. Not that I'm complaining. Come on, let's bust this thing wide open.
Nobody's here.
Stay sharp. After that last illusion, there's no telling what could happen in here.
Ooh, guys. I saw a healing spot. You know what that means. Boss fight time. Let's heal up. Yeah, the music here is quite nice as well. Rio, there's been several, like, grammatical errors in this game. In the dialogue in this game. I've noticed quite a few. Okay. What are we doing? What is she doing? We ready? I guess so. You again.
Faria, how did you get in here?
Oh.
Wait, something about her isn't right.
Yeah.
What's wrong with her? She doesn't even seem to know where she is.
Yeah, you're right. She looks just like the soldiers we encountered outside.
The red woman got to her. What's that? Oh, dark. Just gonna summon something big. That thing looks nice. Cuddly.
But that's preposterous. She never had that kind of power when—
We can talk later. Here it comes!
Level 45 tormented limbs. Ow.
How that was a stone that looks suspiciously like a master sword.
Where did she get her hands on that?
First we handle the zoo. Then we get some answers.
Here, let's go for the weak point,
Help. I am in need of heals.
Here, let me help.
Here, let me stand back for a bit.
I can carve through armor.
Lightning!
It's in your hands now.
Oh my lord. What the hell just happened? Do I want to use an Omega Elixir?
No. Can't end here.
Chain between heaven and earth. Resuscitation! A wailing dance.
My pride was my downfall.
Oh, violent setting. A new lease on life. Sleep now.
Can you take it?
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Okay, so he has AoEs from the back.
This one's mine. Winds of
We're not done yet.
First aid.
Here I come. Execution. Being interrupted. In your face. Can you take it? I see you. You missed.
Take it.
Shattering the pieces.
Raging storm.
Thank you. Sorry. Tempest engulfs you.
Looking at me. Oof. Okay, this is fine. We stand back and cast. We're good on CP still. Alright, thanks for the heal. Alright, let's get in, do some damage. Oh, dang, what happened to my HP?
Consider yourself finished.
I didn't even notice getting hit. Oh, I can't see what's going on. Ooh, jeez. Ouch.
Time to let it rip. Here I come. Dazzle. Shattering the pieces. Attack time. Flying form.
Here, let me help.
You're mine. Try harder. I'm nearly done for. Imbue this vengeance. I'll burn it all. Flaming pillar.
Oh, I did it. I did Flaming Pillar. I used enough arts.
From beyond. Imbue this vengeance.
Nothing gets by me.
Soaring light here.
I won't give up.
Oh, gosh. Has long range attacks too. This thing is crazy looking. Alright, can we get Shion back up, Dohalim, or are you just gonna leave her down?
Allow me to help you.
You come down, Alpha. Come down. Shit, everyone's dying. Wait, I'm casting. Okay, I'm not casting anymore. Let's see. Orange gel. Get my CP up so my team can heal.
I said almost. Don't get carried away.
Can you take it? Crescent flash. Here I come. On your way.
It's almost down. Oh.
It's in your hands now.
Oh. Why?
The flames will roll. Burning passion. Oh, violent. Blah, blah, blah. Crash blade. Blah, blah, blah.
It's in your hands now.
You get the dead. No more playing nice.
Ow.
Magic is in! Sleep now. I'll be saving this one.
No. Oh, shit. I couldn't cancel the move. Oh no! Oh, fuck!
Bring you back from death's abyss.
Begin! I've used too much.
Oh my god.
Look sharp! Lightning
That guy was annoying. I want to fight him again though.
Now it's just her! Faria, can you hear me? Faria!
She gone.
Another summoning.
The art she's casting is way too powerful to control. At this rate, her body won't be able to take much more.
Oh.
Dohalim!
Uh-oh.
Forgive me. Man, I thought we were goners.
Yeah, I sucked
Everything
at that
okay?
fight.
Yes. She's only unconscious.
Not her. I meant you.
Shion, please. Can you treat her?
I can try, but I can't promise she'll be back to her real self when she wakes up. All I can do is heal her physically.
We know.
We're not
Get
even
on it.
supposed to be in here. Maybe it'd be better if we moved her to somewhere a little safer. Don't you think?
In that case...
I'll take her off your hands.
Who's that?
You? Avakir.
Oh.
What are you doing here?
I was curious what you were up to, so I took the liberty of following you to find out.
Yeah, I saw you
overheard
spying
what
on
you
us.
said about Tarnigan, about how he really died. I'm sorry, I had no idea.
And you believed me? What makes you so sure I wasn't lying?
I like to think I know you a little better than that, Dohalim. Give me some credit. I'll take Faria. Leave her with me. I know better than to ask what you're up to. But whatever it is, I hope it all works out.
Thank you.
That's Kyle McCarley. A man of many voices.
He seems like a good friend.
He hasn't changed. He never was one to stand out. Instead, he was always hanging back, worrying about everyone else. As for Faria, it's always the closest to me who get hurt.
You don't seriously blame yourself for what happened to her, do you?
Somebody got to her, to strike back at me. Someone who knew me well enough to know that I'd hesitate to fight back. And the same goes for you as well. Neither you nor Faria would have lost loved ones, if it wasn't for me.
You're wrong. Kelzelik was the one who killed my brother, under orders from Almadria.
Yeah.
As for Tarnigan, if it weren't for the crown contest, he'd still be alive. That and the whole damn hierarchy that makes it possible. But that's why we're fighting. To put an end to this whole messed up system that treats people as expendable.
Indeed. Ridding society of this blight is really the only way I know how to atone for my sins.
You can't atone, Dohalim. I know it hurts to hear, but those people are dead. No amount of soul-searching or trying to make amends is going to change that.
Damn, telling them straight up.
Forgiveness, acceptance, those ships have sailed.
So I just forget the harm I caused?
No, the opposite, in fact. You remember. You never forget. You keep it in your heart always. And then you go on living. Not for those already past, but for those still alive.
For those still alive.
Kisara's right. So long as we've still got breath in our bodies, we can make a difference in the lives of others. Lives being the operative word.
That's what living's all about. Being able to still make a difference. Punishing yourself for the past won't make the pain of your conscience go away.
Only fixing the problem in its stead. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. You have to live for tomorrow, Dohalim, not for yesterday. And not only that, You need to live for yourself, and for the change that you still can be.
I shall try.
Don't forget, we've still got a mystery to solve. The Forbidden Zone, remember?
Shion,
Huh?
thank you. You have my deepest gratitude for what you did for Faria.
Glad to be of service.
I'm glad we could stop Faria without hurting her.
You all did
Whew.
much for her as well. I'm most grateful.
That was tough.
Shucks. We're on the same team, right? Let's move on.
That was tough. Well, wise words from Mommy Kisara. Saying it like it is. Hi, Justinian. How nice of you to join us tonight. All right, Faria the Pawn.
Do you think Faria was really being controlled by someone?
Certainly seemed that way. The question is, who? The Red Woman?
The same person who's behind all of this, I'll bet. Whoever that is.
Brainwashed or otherwise, the feelings of resentment she holds towards me are real.
Someone used her because they knew we'd hold back. If that's not playing dirty, I don't know what is.
It does tell us one thing at least. Someone here in Lenegis is watching us. Someone who means us harm.
There's no question. That attack was meant for us alone.
By someone capable of getting inside a person and manipulating them like a weapon. We need to find whoever it is, fast.
Well, we know that Red Woman is definitely involved. At the very least. Whether she's the mastermind behind it or not is still yet to be seen. Okay. Let's take a break. Justinian, tell us how your weekend has gone. Everybody tell me if you guys have anything planned for the week, any goals, any games you're playing, let me know. We're gonna take a quick break, get up and stretch if you need to use the restroom, grab snacks, water, whatever it may be. And I'll be back in just a few minutes, okay? Okay. Love you guys. See you soon. Right. 1 hour left. We back. We back. Weekend was good the usual. Boring. Well, no news is better than bad news, I guess. Plans for the weekend, not much. I see. Played a bunch of Slay the Spire, but pretty much done with that. Checking out what's on sale for something new. Oh, okay. Well, you don't have like a million bajillion games in your backlog to choose from? How must that feel? You think you're about halfway through Octopath Traveler 2? How are you enjoying that? Are you enjoying it as much as, more than, not as much as the first one? You finished Yakuza 6 during the weekend? Yes. It was bittersweet? Yes. Indeed. Congratulations on completing the Kiryu Saga. Your backlog is down to 1? What the hell? My backlog is like 100,000. 100 just doesn't seem like... I think it's more than that. Okay. All right, well, let's travel deeper into Lenegus. See what is up ahead. You say it's too easy so far, but the stories are better. Okay. You have enough anxiety about life, but you're good about your backlog not adding to it. Well, I am not. And it's not even my fault. It's all you guys. You keep sending me stuff on Steam and shit. Or being like, hey Bunny, this game is on sale. I'm like, oh, okay, and I buy it. What the hell? All right, here we go. Pressing on forward. We have questions that need answers.
What is it, Rinwell? Do you hear something again?
Yeah. It's that voice.
The will of Dana's astral energy.
Or so we assume. Anime? The Renis Alma? Another flashback? What is this weird place that they do the ceremony at? It's like the wedge. That weird hive stuff.
There's so much astral energy. But where's it all coming from? It's almost like it's alive.
Well, that didn't look friendly or good or pleasant in any way. Thorns? Did everyone see that one too?
That was the spirit channeling ceremony just now. No, it was more than that.
What the hell was that? It felt like everything was on the brink of... like the whole world was seconds from...
Oblivion. It's the same vision as the one my thorns show me. A vision of impenetrable darkness that swallows up us and everything else.
An empty void. A nothing so complete and dominating that there aren't even words to describe it. The end of time.
The visions of the apocalypse you've been seeing. If I'd known how bad they were,
So, everything we just saw, those were Naori's memories, right?
That's right. It was as if her innermost thoughts were speaking directly to us. At least I know they weren't mine.
That power flowing into her. It reminds me of Shion's thorns. If they're what's responsible for all these visions she's been having, then maybe...
Maybe my thorns are made from that same astral energy?
I don't know.
If that is the case, we just found the missing link between your thorns and what happened here 3 centuries ago. No, more than a link. Perhaps even the very heart of the matter.
I've never felt astral energy so powerful. What was that?
If it's the same energy your thorns are made of, it must be dark astral energy, right? And isn't that something only Renans have?
Correct. Dark astral energy is possessed by Renans alone.
And when enough astral energy gathers together, it develops its own form of sentience. If so, maybe that complete oblivion is exactly what the Renan astral energy's will is wishing for. But why?
I don't know. Will can be a pretty vague thing to nail down. It's more of a feeling, just like the will of Dana.
But the will of Dana is made up of astral energy too, right? And if that's what's been showing us these visions... I don't know, should we really be getting so involved with this thing?
Dana's will would never want oblivion.
But you can't say that for sure.
Cut it out, you two. Squabbling over theories will get us nowhere.
I'm lost. I mean, the first to admit that I don't understand.
Let's keep moving.
The hoot and ha, what's going on here?
If it's Dana's will showing us these memories, then I'm as clueless about its motives as any one of us. But if it could lead us to the truth, then I want to find out more.
Shion's right. All we can do is keep going. If these really are Naori's memories we're watching, there could be truths in them I was never aware of. And I think they may be the kinds of truths I need to confront if we're going to keep fighting.
I'm sorry about what I said earlier. Come on, let's go.
Finally, we begin to understand what the thorns are.
Yes, and their source. A ceremony that occurred 3 centuries ago.
But we still don't know how to get rid of them. I just hope we can find a way.
Is she practicing fishing? She's practicing fishing. Okay. Don't think I've noticed that idle animation yet. Hey Joker, what's up? That's our mom. That's right. Spring break is next week, but you haven't figured out any plans yet. You should do something other than playing video games, but that's probably what you'll do. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. That's what I would probably be doing. So the thorns came from the dark astral energy, and the dark astral energy has a sentience to it. It has a will, possibly, just like the Danon astral energy does. And yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of lost. But we're just gonna keep going. Well, there was a skit that I needed to do. Oh well. I think we can do it later.
truth behind Shion's thorns, as well as my own past, I have to be ready to face anything. Whatever happens.
Ooh. Okay, hold on. Turn back for the time
first.
being. Hold on. Can I... First, let's do the skit. Seeing visions.
That vision we saw. It was as if it was meant specifically for us.
What do you make of it? Do you still think the will of Dana might be involved somehow?
Maybe it's trying to tell us something. But what?
Well, it could be supernatural. You know, like seeing dead people, messages from beyond the grave, ghost-type stuff.
That's your grand theory? That we're being haunted? Come on, Law.
Wait. He might be closer to the mark than you think. What if a person's thoughts and deeds were to somehow become indelibly etched into the ether of a place? And what if those with a connection could then somehow pick up on them?
You think that's what it was? Some kind of message someone left here for us?
I am merely entertaining the possibility. Whether it was Dana's will, or somehow connected to the Sovereign and Maiden's powers, I do not know.
Okay, back up a sec. You're saying that if a place is full of enough astral energy, it can somehow show us events that happened centuries ago?
More to the point, how does that much astral energy gather in one place anyway? Seems unlikely it happened naturally.
Whatever it was, it survived here intact for 300 years. Whoever left it for us, the strength of their intent is beyond doubt.
The strength of their intent.
Okay. Gotta be Naori then, right? So... Can I... Should I heal? Should I go back if I go forward? Is there gonna be a place for me to heal? It sounded like we were gonna go straight into a battle or something if we went through there. Can I teleport? To... the civilian park zone? The message isn't a big deal as it sounds. So, like, we're not gonna go straight into a fight. Well, here's what I'll do. Use a couple orange gels. If they're wasted, no big deal. Let's get some answers. Or more questions.
Soon, I have to be ready to face anything.
Who knows?
Whatever
the only
happens,
way is forward.
I'm determined to save Shion and Dana. Nothing I learn can change that.
Go. Okay, if there is a boss fight, they'll give us another healy thing.
Hold up, you guys.
What is it?
I want to look through that room over there. I'm curious what we'll find.
That's the room you visited in your past, right? Sure. We can check it out. This looks like some kind of research facility.
A laboratory secreted away in the Forbidden Zone. Why am I past being surprised at this point?
Looks pretty deserted.
Let's check it out. It might give us a new lead.
Okay. A Forbidden Zone. Let's hear about it. Tell me about this Forbidden Zone.
The Forbidden Zone is the stuff of dreams. Yet here I am, standing within its hallowed halls.
It's off limits even for lords, then? Talk about an exclusive club.
Being exclusive is one thing, but how many important facilities let in only the Sovereign? Doesn't that seem a little strange?
Strange doesn't cover it. If it was only one room, maybe. But a place on this scale? How do they keep it from falling into ruin? Whoever the Sovereign is, they can't manage the upkeep of this whole place themselves.
Did no one ever talk about it when you were growing up?
No, not that I can remember. Then again, Sovereigns and Forbidden Zones weren't exactly breakfast table conversations.
The Forbidden Zone is a hallowed place, at one with the Sovereign's authority, grounds of the one true ruler who presides over all Renans. That is what we believed this place to be. No, what we were made to believe it was. But now, it is finally time to discover this area's true purpose, and why it was kept hidden behind the scenes for so long.
Okay. Well, we know they did experiments on Danans to try to find the Sovereign, whoever could be compatible or whatever. Nobody survived except Alphen 300 years ago. An operating table, many subjects undoubtedly never came back alive from their operations on this.
I think I can make this work.
I can't read that. Somebody? Translate?
Well, can you make head or tail of it?
These are experiment records by the looks of it. Reams of them, dating back hundreds of years. Let's see. A composite being capable of controlling Danan astral energy so as to convert its molecular and elemental makeup. The creation of a governing central figure, taking the form of a Danan. Codename Sovereign.
Sovereign?
Wait, there's more. Research into utilizing force field crystals for the purpose of stable astral energy containment. That must be the master cores.
Okay.
With all this raw data, there's bound to be records here somewhere about the Maiden and the Lords, too.
About the Lords? Why would they be on there?
Think about it. The Lord's crests are clearly of a piece with those of both the Sovereign and the Maiden. Not to mention the fact that the contenders to the crown are selected from otherwise regular Renan citizens. In other words, it may be that all Renans are unwittingly being made subject to some kind of grand scheme.
What about the Sovereign? Does it say anything else?
Where do I start? All I've read so far is the headlines. There's so much here. To sift through all of it would require specialized... Wait.
Can we put it on a drive and go?
It's a list of names, with the title, Test Subjects, Sovereign. It's your call.
Read it.
There must be dozens of test subjects listed here. Hundreds even. All of them failures. Wait. I think I've found one that was successful.
Well, Alphen, right? We already know that.
Test subject number 1273. Ethnicity, NA. Unique adjustment index, generation, NA. Given name, Alphen.
They've re-engineered me. Right here in this lab.
Alphen.
Re-engineered?
It's fine, really. What about the others? Was I the only one?
Can you spell it out for me?
Test subject number 10105. Ethnicity, NA. Unique adjustment index, generation, NA. Given name, Volron.
Volron? But that means...
He's only sovereign because someone made him that way too.
He's the last one. In 3 centuries worth of records, you and Volron are the only 2 subjects on whom the experiment was
Does that
a
mean
success.
Volron is a Renan too? I mean, a Danan too?
But what about the winners of the crown contests? Does this mean that none of them were ever crowned sovereign after all?
Upon victory, the Sovereign shall return to Rena and rule over Rena and Lenegis combined. When a new Sovereign is decided, the outgoing monarch shall relinquish their post and live out the rest of their days on Rena. So we were told. But according to these records, there have only ever been 2 Sovereigns. neither of whom had anything to do with the crown contest. It's all lies, including the part about the Sovereign residing in Rena. The crown contest was never about deciding a new ruler. It must always have been devised for some other purpose.
To collect astral energy.
But even supposing
Right?
that's true, someone must have been in charge for the past 3 centuries, right? If it wasn't the Sovereign, then who was it?
Crown contests have been held this whole time, in spite of the fact that there was already a Sovereign. Me. Meaning that for the past 300 years, someone out there has to have been maintaining that lie. The same person I'm willing to bet is behind all this.
The red woman?
The Red Woman?
Thanks.
It's possible. But that doesn't necessarily mean she's the mastermind behind this scheme. She could be working for someone else. Someone back on the Renan homeworld.
Either way, it's fair to say she's definitely involved somehow.
What about the data records? Is there no other information that could help us?
Not that I can see. Just file upon file of experiment results. There's nothing here about who's behind all this, or what their endgame is, unfortunately. I've barely managed to scratch the surface, mind you. You won't be able to read through it all, but you're welcome to take a look through what you can, while we're here.
I'll do that.
So this is where Alphen became the Sovereign, and Volron as well. The significance of this location would suggest...
Hey, it looks like the terminals in here turned on too.
We should look through them. They might contain valuable information.
Okay. Toying with lives.
Only 2 sovereigns in over 300 years. So why has the experiment only succeeded twice in all this time? And if that's the case, why keep on doing it? Was there really no other way? Or could there be some other reason?
Dohalim.
Forgive me.
Alphen.
I'm fine. I'm just a little shaken, that's all. I knew what I was already, so it's not like it's a surprise or anything. But it's strange. I've got all this rage inside of me, but I don't even know who it's for. I'm scared that I'll put a face to it, just to have someone to blame.
If that were to happen, then No. Then we'd help you fight it, before you ever got that far. Wouldn't we, everyone?
Yeah, we wouldn't just sit by and watch you spiral out of control.
That's right. No good can come from being consumed by hatred.
If you ever start to lose your way, you can count on us to guide you back. To remind you where home is.
And I would be happy to lend an attentive ear, should you ever have need.
Thank you, everyone. I think I'll be okay now.
Okay. Well, there's a lot of stuff to look at. Hey, Colin. Colin, thank you for the 25 months. Hi, XBB. Hey, Raccoon City Survivor. Happy birthday. Oh, my birthday is in a little over a week from now. Wait, what is today? Monday? It's in like a week and a half from now. But thank you. Next Thursday, yeah. So let's just read some more stuff. Select a topic to explore. Master cores. Master cores are instruments of power containing astral energy that belongs to one of the 6 elements. 5 of these master cars, MasterCard, those with earth, water, fire, wind, and light, are loaned to Renan lords at the time of the crown contest. Only the dark master core is maintained inside the Forbidden Zone until the Renis Alma is ready to be reformed, its existence kept top secret. Reformed. Okay, so there aren't multiple Renus Almas. It gets reformed. And then they use it for whatever their purpose is, and then they have to create it again after they gather enough astral energy, I guess. Underneath the Master Core's spherical outer layer is a force field crystal used for the purpose of astral energy containment and stabilization. Inside the force field, astral energy is stored in a dormant state. For the duration of their tenure, each lord competes in the crown contest to amass their allotted type of astral energy. So the dark one is probably siphoning astral energy from Renans because they are the only ones that have dark astral energy. In the event of an emergency, each lord may be allowed to withdraw from their respective stock of astral energy as necessary. However, the extent allowed is determined based on their own individual strength. Addendum 1. Design flaws have been discovered in how the Renus Alma materializes. Be advised that active Master Cores may resonate with other Master Cores located in close proximity and become unstable. Addendum 2. Due to successful regeneration of the Renus Alma, Master Cores will cease to be deployed and the crown contest will be permanently halted. Okay. When was it halted? Is this like a long time ago? Or just now? I guess just now, maybe? Spirit Cores. Spirit Cores are end terminals used for the collection of astral energy. When embedded in a biological subject, the cores, those things in their hand, right? It establishes connections throughout the body. These connections are used to amass astral energy generated from physical activity, which is then emitted from the host body itself. Because this emitted energy is prone to diffuse, the host must be placed within range of a spirit vessel for the energy to be collected. This means that Danans must be employed to harvest the astral energy for the purpose of the crown contest. Given the difficulty in producing them, it is advised that spirit cores be retrieved from host bodies and reused upon their death. Spirit cores can also be embedded in Zeugles to control them via astral arts. Addendum. Increased physical load on a host body tends to produce increased astral energy emissions. Final confirmation of ideal workload to impose on host bodies without including death for maximum astral energy yields is still pending. Okay. Alright. Make sure there's nothing back here. Alright, what about this? Lords. Each crown contest, 5 of the best qualified members of the Renan populace are chosen to act as lords, vying to serve as the next sovereign. During their tenure, they are granted level 3 authority as well as 1 of 5 elemental realms to administer and its corresponding master core. They are also assigned an ID crest indicating their designated element. The selection process is based only on astral artistry and physical and mental aptitude. Other variables, such as age, have no bearing whatsoever. Because only the strongest go on to become lords, the position itself does not inherently make an individual any stronger. It should be noted, however, that lords are not the only individuals capable of drawing out a Master Core's power. All Renans must take part in the selection process, and acceptance of the position is mandatory. It is not allowed for those deemed suitable to decline. Furthermore, in the event that an acting lord is incapacitated and can no longer serve in their position, a replacement must be quickly prepared. Okay, so that's what happened with Volron, I guess, in the previous Lord of the Water place. Unique Adjustment Index Test Subject Report. The following is a report on the second successful case of Sovereign Test Subject Experimentation. Test Subject 10105, given name Volron. Although subject possesses high latent potential, it exhibits significant mental instability along with a strong distaste for following orders. As such, the risks it poses surpass even those of the last successful subject, itself a failure, and is therefore under consideration for disposal. Addendum. This is the first successful case in 300 years. Previously mentioned risk factors are now mitigated due to established control protocols. Subject is to be evaluated under the assumption that Plan 2 will proceed and will be displaced to Dana under the guise of serving as a lord. Okay. So, were they able to maybe get him to cooperate by telling him he could be a lord or something like that? Maybe. The Sovereign. The Sovereign acts as Lenegis' central control device for the spirit channeling ceremony. Each one is granted level 2 authority and an ID crest. A Danon subject serves as the base of its creation. In theory, ideal candidates possessed equal affinity for every astral element. However, such aptitude is statistically rare to uncover within real-world conditions. As a result, most subjects die during the adjustment period, and stability is not guaranteed for those who survive it. This instability, coupled with the Sovereign's powers of astral manipulation, pose a high risk to the security of Lenegis if left unchecked. Yes. Alphen, left unchecked, has definitely become a high risk for the security of Lenegis. That is true. As such, stabilization measures must be put in place via the support mechanism when utilizing the Sovereign in the spirit channeling ceremony. Addendum 1. No effective alternate methods to perform the ceremony have been found. Trials on Danon subjects are authorized to continue. Addendum 2. Unit 2 adjustments are a success. Subsequent adjustments are to be put on hold while extended observation takes place. So... they do what now? In theory, ideal candidates possess equal affinity for every astral element. But that doesn't happen in the real world. So they do these things to the candidates to make them possess equal affinity, and most everybody dies through that process, right? Is that something? Is that kind of close? Okay, so they crafted Alphen to be like apt in all the different elements. Okay. The Maiden acts as the Sovereign support mechanism for the spirit channeling ceremony. Each one is granted level 2 authority and an ID crest. A Renan subject serves its functions, providing the Sovereign with the supplemental dark astral it lacks, in tandem with the Renus Alma. During the ceremony, it is partly responsible for astral energy conversion, as well as maintaining stability over the Sovereign's own powers. Additionally, the degree of intimacy between it and the Sovereign has been observed to positively impact the level of stability in both subjects. Because of this, trial activations of the Sovereign without the Maiden present are expressly forbidden. Furthermore, neither the Sovereign nor the Maiden are to be informed about the details of the spirit channeling plan. Addendum 1. Mental instability in the Maiden has been deemed the cause of the past Sovereign's rampancy. Countermeasures must be considered. So I'm guessing this is about Alphen and Naori. Mental instability in the Maiden, maybe? Addendum 2. In line with plan adjustments, the current subject will have its Maiden registration revoked and be returned to its original household. Okay. The current subject. Or is this talking about... This actually might be talking about Volron and whoever his Maiden was. But I guess it's not really clear. Okay, this is fascinating. We're finally getting some answers on what all of this stuff is. Lenegis, a large-scale astral energy converter that primarily converts the astral composition of Dana's astral energy and transmits it to Rena. Activation and control of astral energy conversion is achieved by placing the Sovereign, Maiden, and Renus Alma within the central core of Lenegis. So this is the ceremony, I think. It is comprised of classified and essential personnel residence zones around a large conduit along with a defensive layer surrounding them. This outer layer is deployed upon activation, unlocking the central conduit while simultaneously functioning as a stabilization mechanism. Due to its design, deployment of the outer layer is expected to cause damage to residential zones. We've seen that firsthand. However, because that only takes place during the final stage of the spirit channeling ceremony, no contingency plan to address said damage is needed. Until that phase, Lenegus serves as a central base of operations for the management and execution of the crown contest on Dana. Warning, any personnel with level 3 authority or lower is strictly forbidden from classified zone. Any violators will be immediately executed. Detachable harvester. That's the wedge, I guess. A massive spirit vessel placed on Dana for the spirit channeling ceremony. It serves as the tip of Lenegus's conduit from which it separates. Upon landing in Danan waters, it extends 2 sets of conducting pathways. The vertical pathways connect to the center of Dana. Meanwhile, the horizontal pathways proceed to envelop the entire surface of Dana. Once activated, it links to the biological spirit vessels placed in each realm, effectively harvesting the planet's astral energy en masse. The accumulated energy is then transmitted to Rena via Lenegus. Because construction and adjustment take place in the Forbidden Zone's regulator area, Lenegus's outer layer must be deployed prior to launch. Intended to function semi-autonomously, only maintenance personnel are expected to manually interface with it when necessary. No other personnel is required for it to function. Addendum 1. Detachable Harvester was lost on Dana after exploding due to the rampancy exhibited by the Sovereign. Addendum 2. Detachable Harvester 2's landing point will remain the same as that of the previous model. This is due to the explosion of the previous model, which altered the planetary topography, enabling easier connection to the center of Dana. What? It's so confusing because they just say the Sovereign, and it's like, who are they talking about? Alphen or Volron or what? Like, I'm so lost here. Detachable Harvester 1 was lost on Dana after exploding due to the rampancy exhibited by the Sovereign. I'm guessing Alphen because we went and fucked up their wedge, right? Two's landing point will remain the same as the previous model, as in it hasn't landed yet, so I guess that would make sense. The explosion of the previous model altered the planetary topography. Did we notice anything like that after we... Enabling easier connection to the center of Dana. I don't know. Sedative mask. Is that Alphen's mask? A device covering the wearer's whole face that restricts their mental activity. It was developed for the purpose of pacifying prisoners. Medical applications are also recognized primarily as a means of preventing patients from sustaining mental trauma. However, doing so is not recommended, as prolonged use of the device carries the risk of inducing a number of adverse side effects. So what you're saying is you probably shouldn't leave that mask on somebody for 300 years? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? Our boy got a little bit fucked up because of that? Addendum. Due to the loss of production facilities incurred from the partial destruction of Lenegus, additional devices will no longer be manufactured. Okay. Brainwashing report. After receiving reports of a robust new form of rule emerging in Dana's water realm, a study was commissioned to investigate the matter in depth. Okay, so this is about what was going on Ganeth Heros. The system is unique in that it elevates only the Lord as the supreme authority while relegating both Renans and Danans alike to enslavement. Test subject 10105 serves as the realm's current lord and has achieved this without the use of any special powers, drugs, or special devices. Rather, it has done so by sheer governance. Given this method's effectiveness at population control, monitoring of the situation will continue. Addendum 1. Collapse of cognitive facilities via extreme mental repression rooted in violence and fear has proven to be the key of this style of rule. Once the subject loses its autonomy, they become desensitized to fear and subsequently cease to prioritize even their own personal safety. Though such a state is still suited for commanding officers, it remains an effective way to cultivate disposable infantry and slaves for manual labor. Addendum 2. Soldiers in Lenegis who have undergone this treatment will be asked to secure classified sectors as a trial. The results will be monitored. So those are the soldiers that we met here on Lenegis that were also brainwashed or whatever. Okay, there's more. There's more. It's showing this room's equipment has been used in a long time. It's showing Lenegis' structures. You can see pipes for transporting astral energy sticking out of them. A notice, this area will now be shut down as the project proceeds to the final phase. Oh. It's equipment for storing human bodies, whether it held living or dead ones. They're all empty now. What's up with these plants, though? All right, let's get out of here. We still have a lot of questions, don't we? A room unchanged over 3 centuries. It's like time itself has stopped here. Oh, I keep yawning. I'm sorry. Same notice, the place will be shut down for the final phase. You see lots of numbers, looks like logs of alignment between subjects and Lenegis proper. It's equipment for monitoring subjects. It probably had a failure disposal mechanism as well. Who's that? Dan and Astral Energy again?
Naori, I...
Don't talk. I have to do this. I gave you my word that I'd help you return to Dana. The next time you open your eyes, you'll be home.
But you...
My place is here with my people. I still have a duty to fulfill. I'm sorry for what you've endured. Rena never should have dragged you into this. It's not your burden to bear.
But...
The mask contains a sedative. It should keep your mind from tearing itself apart any further. Let yourself go to sleep. This should help with the pain. Time to go, Elfin. Farewell. His injuries are worse than I thought. Short-term treatment isn't going to cut it. I'll have to switch the healing pod to long-term hibernation mode.
300 years?
The chance of surviving hibernation's less than 10%? And worse, long-term use of the mask carries a high risk of damaging his mind and nervous system. But... If I don't head back, Lenegis will be nothing but ashes, and this starship along with it. I don't know if I can fulfill my promise to you, Alphen. But if doing this will grant you even the slightest chance, I have to try.
The birth of Iron Mask.
I hope it's enough. Please, live for me, Alphen.
That vision. It must have been from when Naori helped Alphen escape Lenegis.
She sure went above and beyond the call of duty.
Even with Lenegis crumbling down around her, she chose to stay put with her people.
So that's why you lost your memories and sense of pain, and why you were asleep for that whole time. It was all the result of one agonizing decision Naori made to save your life.
Yeah. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't even be alive today. I owe her everything. More than I could ever hope to repay.
Now that you know how she felt, how do you plan on honoring her wishes?
She kept her promise. If the Renan people she fought so desperately to protect are at risk from a malevolent force, then I owe it to her to carry on her fight. Naori was the one who put that mask on me, and made me Iron Mask.
She did it to prevent your soul from tearing itself apart. She knew you might lose your memories and sense of pain as a result. But more than anything, she wanted you to survive. And you did.
He seems only a little bit messed up in the head. Okay, I know we're honing in on the time to end the stream, but I just want to see what's a little bit further. Forbidden Zone classified area. I do feel like if we go too much further though, we're gonna be coming up on something big, like a fight and some cutscenes, so I'm not sure if I should go further. I mean, I wouldn't mind going over like 10-20 minutes.
This place. We've seen this in one of Naori's memories.
This is where they did the ceremony.
After 300 years, this is where it was held. The spirit channeling ceremony. This is where the Renis Alma was.
So this is the place where you and Naori...
The Renis Alma isn't here now. Nor is the Red Woman, it seems.
I know it's difficult, Alphen, but there will be time to dwell on the past later. For now, we need to keep moving. Come on.
What you doing? You two? What you doing?
Naori.
What is this? Is it the work of Dana's will again?
It's been a year since the ceremony.
It's been 300, girl.
That day, I shut away inside of myself the power that caused Alphen to lose control. Since then, my visions of the future have grown more and more fearsome.
Is this another memory? No, it's different this time. It's like she's speaking directly to us.
That power, I'm guessing, is the thorns.
What we did back then. Not so much as a day passes when I don't think about it. About what was done to us. All in the name of a ceremony. The purpose of which we were never even told. As Sovereign, they linked Elfin's consciousness to Lenegis itself. The Renis Alma was intended to control his power, lest anything should slip through its cracks. That day, as Maiden, my role was to temper his power. I was meant to guide it forth, and give shape to the strength inside of him.
Linked to Lenegis itself? But then, everything that's been happening.
But that power showed me a vision. A vision of oblivion. When I realized that vision was a prophecy of the apocalypse we were about to unleash, I couldn't go through with it. But without a maiden, the ceremony was doomed. Alphen lashed out, his consciousness no longer his own. I did what I could. Using my abilities as the maiden, I tried to seal that power away inside of me. But it was too late. Lenegis had already been brought to its knees. Thousands upon thousands of lives so cruelly snuffed out. All because of me. Because of what I had done. With the destructive force now slumbering inside of me, I knew I had to find a way to dispose of it. Anything to make up for my failure. But I didn't know how. Especially since that power was astral energy itself. In which case, ironically enough, the Renis Alma seemed to be my best bet. That, at least, would hold the astral energy dormant. Assuming that no malevolent third party got to it first. With the Sovereign and Maiden's combined power, perhaps I could shift the chaotic energy inside me into the Renis Alma instead. That's what I hoped, but alas, it was not to be. The Renis Alma was lost, and Alphen, the Sovereign, was in a starship bound for Dana. My only choice was to seal away the destructive force inside of me using my powers as the Maiden, to buy the world what little time I could. The time needed for a new Renis Alma to be crafted, and for a new Sovereign to appear. Even if by doing so, it meant I would be passing the curse on to my descendants as well. Please, forgive me. I never meant to burden the future world with this threat too. I only wish that there was something more I could have done.
Wait, you can't just...
Naori.
Okay.
That message just now, was it directly from Naori? Or was it the Danon voice speaking through her?
Okay.
What?
These are the clothes that Naori and I wore during the ceremony 3 centuries ago.
So you're saying this is the Maiden's outfit?
That's right. These clothes are designed to resonate with the Sovereign and Maiden's abilities. They focus and enhance them.
And they appeared now because...
Naori must have left them here for the new Sovereign and Maiden, knowing the day would come when they would need them in their fight against the Thorns.
These outfits are directly linked to the answers we've been chasing this whole time. If they're here, It must mean it was Naori's will for us to find those answers as well.
Locating the Renis Alma would allow us to neutralize the dark astral energy inside Shion, thereby silencing her thorns. Is that what Naori's suggesting?
It makes sense. After all, Master Cores and Spirit Vessels are both able to prevent the astral energy inside them from developing sentience. By that logic, it would stand to reason that the Renis Alma would have the same ability on a larger scale.
We have a maiden in Sovereign. Now all we need is the Renis Alma, and we'll finally be able to free you of your thorns. Shion.
It's possible? You really think so?
I do. We can rid you of your thorns and stop the world from falling to oblivion.
However, the spirit channeling ceremony already failed once. Even if our goal is different this time, we can't be sure the same thing won't happen again. We should take care not to be too optimistic.
You're right. It's the barest sliver of a chance. But if there's even the slightest hope it can work, I'm willing to stake everything I've got on it.
I know it's too early to let myself feel relieved, but I just can't seem to help it. Just hearing there's the slightest chance, even though I know the world's still in great peril. It's selfish of me, I know, but still.
No, it isn't. You found hope to believe in. It'd be strange if you weren't over the moon about it.
Rinwell's right. We can rid you of your curse and still save the world at the same time.
Thank you. Naori entrusted us with the fate of all humanity. Now, it's up to us to prove that trust was well placed.
Starting with a little game called Hunt the Renis Alma.
Yeah, we've come all this way. Now we just need to search Lenegis and Rena until we find it.
Yeah, we can protect the world and save Shion at the same time.
Everyone's so excited, but I'm still so
My
lost.
knowledge of Renan lore is bound to be a useful asset.
And they say modesty is dead.
Miracles just seem to follow wherever you go, huh?
I think it's too early to celebrate,
How
guys.
do you know it's me they're following? We're all in this together, Shion. You included. Now let's get moving, shall we? Last I heard, we had an apocalypse to stop. Thank you, Naori. So Naori sealed away the power that made me lose control of myself. She stopped my rampage and saved my life. But then, that power she'd sealed away was passed down to you. I'm so sorry, Shion. It's my fault that you're cursed.
You're wrong. What happened to you was because of the ceremony and Naori's attempt to stop oblivion. You paid a heavy price for it, and then fell asleep for 300 years. The reason you lost your memories
Is the reason for your curse.
the thorns.
It all leads back to them. But once they're gone, we can finally put an end to all this.
When my thorns are gone, I never dared to dream that such a thing could be possible. No, the truth is, I think maybe I've always been dreaming about a life without my thorns. The touch of my family, or playing with my friends, holding hands with Rinwell, or giving Law a deserved smack, embracing everyone. All the normal things that people do together. I always wished I could experience them for myself, and finally know what they were like. Is it really okay for me to believe it can happen? I'm so scared of getting my hopes up. What if it doesn't work out in the end, and...
That's not going to happen. I'm here to make sure it won't. Forget fate or destiny or anything else. We're going to live a normal life. There are a lot of things you still want to do, right?
Yeah, you're right. It's such a strange feeling. I know that we've still got plenty of fighting up ahead. And it's for my sake. So I can live.
You're worth fighting for.
I believe you, Alphen.
Good. I'll keep on fighting. For as long as it takes. Until our future is finally in our hands.
Oh, skill panel. Haven't seen that in a while. Xion, latest maiden. We definitely have some SP to, like, stuff to look at later. Ooh, a sword given to the chosen sovereign that draws out all their latent powers so as to carry out the spirit channeling ceremony. Ceremonial garb given to the chosen sovereign, granting them the endurance to withstand the immense power of the spirit channeling ceremony. Las Fiarki. Ceremonial garb given to the maiden, capable of interfering with astral energy. It's worn to contain the sovereign's power. Okay. And we're wearing this now? Okay. Ah, look at us. Look at us. There are no weapons that I have that really have that blue. All right, well, we better stop there before we get too into all this. But I am just like, look at all our people. We got a brand new wallpaper thing. Uriah, hello. Thank you for the 8 months. Niori is voiced by the same lady who's the receptionist in I, the Somnia Files. Really? Okay, hey Tavira. Oh boy. So it's kind of hard to understand because we still don't really know who is behind all this, the Red Woman or someone above her, and what exactly their end goal is. But the spirit channeling ceremony is to gather all the astral energy and create the Renis Alma. So were the thorns supposed to be there? Or did they just happen on accident? Because of like so much dark astral energy being gathered, and then they had like formed a will of their own. I'm really, I don't quite understand exactly how all of this went down. Hey Will. Tavira, thank you for the 9 months resub. Will, you've been here lurking the whole time? Thank you, I appreciate that. I'll save you, Alphen, for sure. Okay. I don't know. I still don't understand exactly what the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to accomplish. But maybe we haven't learned that yet, because we don't really know who and why, the who and the why. But we know it went wrong because Niori didn't like what was going on, so she interfered. I might have to re-watch all that, I don't know. You thought maybe you weren't following this because you missed parts of the story? No, a lot of this stuff that we've learned in this episode is like, it's brand new. And we didn't really have that many answers up until now. Like, all the stuff that we thought we knew was a lie. Like, there was the crown contest and stuff, but none of that was real. So yeah, we've learned a lot. We've learned a lot this stream. Like, the crown contest has nothing to do with choosing a sovereign. There's only been 2 sovereigns. Both of them have been failures. And supposedly the sovereign has supposed to have been like ruling and living on Rena for all these years. Like this whole time there's supposed to have been a sovereign, but since there's never been a sovereign on Rena, who's there? Who is it? No. I don't know. You often find this story in Tales games to be a bit abstract. Yeah, I had trouble following in Zestiria too. Probably Berseria to a degree as well. A little bit. But you know, maybe it'll become more clear as we go further in. Also, I might have to just kind of re-evaluate all the stuff that we learned, especially with regards to what we learned just now with the spirit channeling ceremony and what happened exactly with Naori and Alphen. Anyways, I should go. But I mean, we don't know what happens to those sovereigns. The crown contest ones. Like, for all we know, they just get eliminated or turned into goop or something. I don't know. But tomorrow, you know, we'll be streaming this all week. So make sure you guys are here tomorrow and for the rest of the days all the way through Friday until we maybe finish this game or just get as far as we can through it. I don't know. I pulled up a video of a full playthrough of this game and I kind of found like about where I was on the progress bar, and it looked like I was about a quarter of the 3/4 of the way in. So, not sure how much progress we made tonight, but anyways. We'll see. It's been fun. Been a fun stream. Just trying to take in everything. Okay. Thank you guys for being here. I'm gonna head out. I'm confused. My brain hurts. Hopefully your guys' brain doesn't hurt as much as mine. See you guys tomorrow, the usual time. Bye-bye.